Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome to this bonus stream. You're like, whoa, Kismet, it's Friday. What the heck, bro? You're throwing me off. You're not supposed to be here, bro. You're supposed to be doing stuff behind the scenes as you always do every single week. That is true. I'm going to be working on a bunch of videos and catching up from all the stuff from last week and running my videos up to YouTube and doing all of that fun stuff, unboxings and sponsored stuff and all of that, which I typically do on Fridays and during the day on Saturdays and on Sundays and on Mondays. And then I stream Tuesday through Thursday and then on Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But today we've got a bonus stream going on, so I'm going to pull you guys in the chat over there. Now, of course, I've got Words on Stream lined up and Stream Raiders. Now, we're here, of course, for some Stream Raiders. That's what we're here all about in battle mode. So what I'm going to do is keep those battles going all day long, as well as I'm going to run Words on Stream and see how it goes. See if you guys enjoy that here on the stream. Now, remember, this is battle mode. That's where you don't see or hear me most of the time. And I just kind of run battles so you guys can get maximum loot during this event. And I feel like these are much better on Fridays and like Mondays, so that I can continue to work on the hundreds of things that I need to work on behind the scenes, because I'm a busy guy. I'm a very busy guy. Take care of the IRL, take care of the stream, do videos, work on my IRL stuff, and also work on my health, which are all the main things I'm working on constantly here in the stream, and also setting up a whole bunch of cool stuff that's coming up for the rest of November into December. So definitely lots of cool stuff. Now, you can see and hear me in the chat, everybody. Put a 1 in the chat so that I know I'm not talking to myself. But, of course, I've already gone this far, so how would I really know unless you guys put it in the chat? So feel free to go ahead and put really anything in the chat and let me know. Hey, there's Flux. There's Flux. Oh, Flux coming in with a 1. Thank you very much, Flux. Appreciate that. Now, again, we're going to double up. Normally, I just do Stream Raiders, but we're going to double up because I want you guys to have additional fun with Words on Stream. So I'm going to go ahead and have them both going at the same time. Now, if you're not familiar, again, with battle mode is where I go above and beyond. This doesn't replace any of my normal streaming content here on the stream. This basically is in addition to it. It's called a bonus stream. So when I feel like doing a bonus stream, I get it fired up. I let you guys, do tons of battles, get tons of loot. As I do. Good evening, Harm. Thanks for coming in, and thank you, Flux, for coming in. I can go pull you guys up right down there. It's like I get giddy every time I click that thing. It's like a school child every time, everybody. I love that thing. I wish I had that thing 8 years ago. It's so awesome. Wombat coming in. I love highlighting you guys. Thank you for that 1, Wombat. Appreciate that. Harm, thank you very much for coming in. Wombat saying, love the Friday battle mode stream. Yes, we're going to double up. We're going to do battle mode, Stream Raiders, and Words on Stream at the same time while I'm working away on stuff. I'll be nearby, though, if you do want to try to get my attention. If you're a sub, you can use your sub commands because I will be listening for that kind of stuff. But basically, you won't see or hear me during battle mode. It'll just go ahead and be running, and then every 30 minutes, I just kind of click and run the battles, and then I set up another battle, and I kind of do that all day long. It allows me to work on tons of other stuff that if I didn't work on would get so far behind, which I have been. I've been months behind on my videos before, everybody. In the beginning, when I first started uploading my full streams to YouTube, each video, each stream would take 8 hours to upload. So basically, I would start to fall behind. So on the days I had days off, I had to be really diligent on uploading those videos so I could catch back up again. And at one point, my internet got messed up, so I missed out on a week, and then I was a week behind it. I was 2 weeks behind it. Just like everything got so far behind. But now I got fiber internet, everybody. It's 1,000 up and 1,000 down. Instead of 8 hours per video, it takes 8 minutes. I'm not kidding. That's 100 times the speed, everybody, or 10 times the speed. Whatever, however the math works out. I don't feel like doing math today, but you know what's up, right? You know what's up. So we're going to get that going on for you guys right now. So I say, hey, let's just go ahead and dive right into it. Let's get some battles going. Let's go. To battle. All right, here we are, everybody. We are in battle mode. Now, we're going to go ahead and start our thing going. Let's see where we're starting at. We're starting right now at tier 18. Let's go ahead and get our little goodies here. Now, I try to get up at least around tier 40 each time so you guys can get a lot of loot. And these are just nonstop battles. Every 30 minutes, I will try to keep them going. The timing on that was perfect, everybody, unless something interrupts me, like those sneezes. I didn't want to sneeze in your guys' ear. Yeah, so unless something interrupts me, a real life thing, an emergency or something like that, sometimes the battles do go a little longer. Don't be entitled, everybody. Remember, this is in addition to my streaming. So not only on top of the, 4 days a week that I stream, and I stream twice a day, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So that's a lot of time working on that. So again, I try to keep them going every 30 minutes. I usually have a timer, and I can hear it while I'm sitting here working. Now, we got some other things lined up as well in the background. So once we get this battle going, I'm going to do a little bit of Fallout Shelter, Vault 52, just to kind of pop in there, get everything running. And then we're going to check in on it every few hours or so, just to kind of update those mega dwellers. We're going to be doing that all day long as well. Plus, we're going to let Astroneer run in the background, which I've been meaning to do, so that it will basically build up tons and tons of resources over time, because we've got our trains going out and grabbing all of that. So we'll have all of those running. I run a lot of stuff at the same time. It's a miracle this stream even stays on. I'm running like 20 programs on my my streaming PC, and then on my gaming PC right now, you can see that I'm running basically 3 separate games. Oh, you can't see it yet. I'm not in that window. But I'm running 3 separate games at the same time. So we'll get into all of that fun here in just a moment. But right here, we're here for some Stream Raiders. Now, I'm always aiming toward maximum loot for you guys. So I have the slider all the way to maximum loot. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work our way through. We're going to hit this green one. We're going to hit the silver one. And then we might go, we got to go here, but we'll just go high side probably around, or we could go down. Doesn't really matter. We got to eventually hit a 4 skull there and then take on the boss. So again, we're just going to keep going. Now, I will decide the best route to get you guys maximum loot all throughout the day. Hey, Rotisserie G coming in, showed some love. Hey, Rotisserie G, how you doing, man? Let's pull you up right over there. What up? Thanks for coming in, hanging out again. Yay for bonus streams. Yes, lots and lots of bonus streams. So here's how you come and join us, everybody. You're going to find a link right there in the chat. It's going to take you up to Stream Raiders. Now, in Stream Raiders, what you can do is you can go ahead and choose from your various units, which you can see right down here at the bottom. I have a bunch of units. Obviously, I have all of them unlocked, really, but I'm leveling them up over time. And of course, you have different levels of units as well. So if we go look at our army over here, you start with your basic ones, your archer, your warrior, your tank, and it's free to play, by the way, on mobile or on desktop. I know a lot of you watch on mobile. Hey, more power to you, whatever you feel like doing. So go ahead and you want to start putting down, say, your archer first, because your archer takes about 10 minutes to cool down before you can put another one down, right? So while you put your first one down, you put your archer down first, or your ranged units down first. Then you go ahead and say, put down a warrior 5 minutes later. Now, the more you guys put down, the more loot it automatically allows me to click on and to give out to everybody in the stream. Now, if we drop below 30 units for too long, I'm going to just stop battle mode because we usually need about 30 units each time to try to get that win. Otherwise, we're just going to fail over and over again, all right? So I want to see you guys put down as many units as you can. If you put down all 6 units, you are going to maximize the loot. Now, if I'm live doing it, doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I do give you guys 1,000 Kiss Caps if you have all 6 units down, but obviously during battle mode, I'm going to be doing other things. So we don't do that during battle mode, but if you do join us on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday during the day, 1 p.m., we do give out caps for that. But again, it really just gives me the ability to give out more loot. So put down as many units as you can, 1 every 5 minutes. Like it says up there at the top, put down 1 unit every 5 minutes. So you can go ahead and start putting units down right now. Start putting them in there. We've got TARDIS. He's already got his going on. And what I can also do is go ahead and check in on my quests. And what's it say to do? Earn 50 tokens right now. Now, these quests need to be forwarded, so you want to make sure that you are forwarding your quests as you go. You want to check in here. I usually just kind of glance at the little bars that pop up after every battle to see if it says those are finished. I also come in here and look, it says place 2 Centurions, so I get 50 extra gold. Now, Centurions take a little while to cool down, so I'm going to start with a Centurion. I have most of my characters at maximum because I've literally done 9,000 battles. That's not an exaggeration. That's a lot of battles that we've done over the years here on the stream. It's one of my favorite little side games. And there's my Centurion right there. So I'm going to go ahead and throw him right over here. Let's just throw him in the corner. I'm going to go ahead and hang out over here with TARDIS. And you can see now it says place to Centurion. So that now came up. Now my Centurion has gone on cooldown. Now I can't remember what the cooldown is, an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours. I can't remember. But he's got a certain amount of time before I can put him down again. So I'll have to choose a different unit next time. And then I'll come back to my Centurion when I can. And then I'll get that 50 gold when I claim it, right? It doesn't auto give you the gold, by the way. You have to go and claim that gold. Now, during events, everybody, and while you're actually playing, you also want to go into the store here and you want to look for your scrolls. Because what you're doing is you're building up cash. You can see I've got 2,000, well, you can't see it's under the partner, but I've got 2,000 gold up in the upper right corner. And that 2,000 gold I can use to buy scrolls to level up my units. And you definitely want to do that. You also earn scrolls by putting any unit down except for legendaries. So legendaries do not automatically give you scrolls, but every other type of unit does. So that's why when I put my Centurion down, I just got a scroll for him. If I put down a Warrior, I get a scroll for him, and so on. You get the idea. Now, my characters are pretty much maxed out. You can see these are all level 30s, or maybe you can't. These are all max level. Max level is 30, and I have a ton of max levels. So I really can't do anything with those. So I'm going to go ahead and tell it to refresh. I'm going to spend 100 gold and see if I get any scrolls. Right here. There we go. We've got one for my Saint, and my Saint is almost level 29. Very nice. So I can spend some of my gold to get myself a Saint scroll. And then as you collect enough scrolls, you can then, again, level them up and eventually get them to max level, level 30. There's also a decision point with your units where you can choose whether they want to be more DPS or more tanky or more ranged or more buffing or whatever you want to do with each and every different unit. You can have multiple of the same unit as well, which I do. I actually have 2 tanks. Right here, I have a heavy tank, which can take a lot of range damage, and then a breacher tank, which is more DPS tank. There's also got this Altar of Souls, which we'll get into at some point. But right now, we're just going to go ahead and let this battle rock and roll, all right? So go ahead and start putting those units down, just like all these awesome people right up here. TARDIS we got in there. Reaper, Rotisserie G starting it up. Again, put down 1 unit every 5 minutes. You want to get down as many units as you can because it affects us winning the battle and it affects your loot, right? If we don't win, you don't get all that loot, all right? And I want you guys to get maximum loot. Now, what we're going to do is go ahead and switch over to my other overlay because, of course, I go above and beyond here in the stream like this. Like that. Now, of course, I got to bring myself back up again. Whoop, there I am. Right over here. Now, what I'm going to do is put the stream readers real small in the upper right, upper left-hand corner. I guess I'm reversed. Upper left-hand corner for you guys. So you can see the battle up there, and we're going to do some words on stream. Now, I can automate the words on stream, so it'll just keep running, and you guys can simply type in the chat. Don't need special software, don't need to go anywhere, don't need to do anything. You just type right in the chat. It's an anagram. So if you see a word, you can go in, like you can see up here where it says with face. It's just going to type in, you just type in the word face, and then it hits it in. Now, when it locks, then you can't do that until it unlocks your ability to put it down. Like you see there, there's the original scrambled word. You unscramble it into a word, and then you get locked. You wait for it to unlock, and then you can put down another word. So this way, the whole chat can work together. You can just simply type it right in my chat, whether you're on mobile or on desktop. You're off and running. Now, another thing we want to do, of course, is check in on some Astroneer. So we're going to go ahead and load up, because they don't call this a mega stream for nothing, everybody. We do a lot of stuff at the same time. There we go. Hydrate a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to let Astroneer run in the background. Now, I also have Satisfactory running. I ran into Satisfactory, by the way, and I fixed that line, so it's in there making me some aluminum right now. We may pop in there for a minute as well. Now, we're just going to jump around for a minute. We're not going to play Astroneer, everybody. I'm literally just going to leave my person inside the shelter, because if you do have a lot of stuff running, like I have a bunch of trains and stuff running, way over here somewhere. There we go. You can see that I have all these train lines, and what they're doing is they're bringing in the resources a little by little. We'd probably go bump them while we're at it. Get on my little thing and buzz my way out there. I think I got the sound off. There we go. This is what I call bumping. So you go over here and just bump it, and then now it's got more resources. Originally, they said it was going to grab all the resources off the ground, but from my experience, it doesn't do that anymore. Want to make sure that that is lined up to where this can grab it. Yes, okay. Maybe over just a little bit. Nope, that's actually better where it was. All right, there we go. Make sure that that can grab that item. Let's say like that. There we go. Perfect. All right. So that's going to go ahead and grab those items. I'm going to go over here and get this one. This is a cool little hoverboard you get in this game. Again, the name of this game is Astroneer. And we've got Stream Raiders going up in the upper left-hand corner. Now, same thing right here. I want to go ahead and just give it a little bump. And now it's going to have more resources. What's going to do is collect those resources, run those resources back to my base, and then backlog a ton of those resources. Now, eventually, we want to have the whole entire process automated, which we will do eventually, but we've got to still kind of manually do some of the stuff. Also, back here, I've got the Halloween event stuff going on. Holy mackerel, look at all that cool stuff up there. We got some dynamite. We've got a whole bunch of stuff that we can go ahead and just pull out of there. We got a packager. Anything else? And you can see that it's feeding that stuff up into there. And there we go. Now it's going to grab all of that, put all that in there. And I can go ahead and send this off to get another care package. Like that. Very cool. All right, so that'll go do that. Now, one of the things you can do is you can simply just go ahead and put your guy right here. Oh, I can try anyway. Put your guy in the shelter, and you can just chill out in there. He's just fine. And then what you do, in my case, I'm going to go ahead and turn down the sound because it's going to be running in the background right here. So I'm going to say it used to be 40%. I should probably write that down, or I'm going to forget. This way, when I pull this back up another time, I've got all of my audio balanced. Astroneer equals 40% sound. There we go. All right. Make a little note of that. So I'm basically just going to turn the sound off and let it run in the background. And then it's just going to collect resources, collect resources. Now, on a whole bunch of other planets, it's doing the same thing it's doing here. It's collecting resources, collecting resources. So you just let it run. And then you go on to something else like Fallout Shelter right over here. So we're going to go into there real quick, and we're going to check in on our shelter. And again, remember, we're eventually going to go into battle mode where you won't see or hear me, but for right now, we're going to go ahead and do a little battle mode, and we're also going to do some other games real quick, and then we're going to get words on stream going. Again, we can just type right in the chat. Okay, so this is Fallout Shelter. Now, what we've been doing with our Fallout Shelter is basically just training everybody up. Look at this, everybody. Holy moly. Now, the first thing I do is I go click everybody. Make sure you click the people even that say max. These are all dollar bills I'm making right now, too. Great way to make a little caps. This stuff adds up fast. Okay, anybody I miss? Right here. Get everybody. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is just kind of upgrade everybody there and get them going. Then I check the people who are at my vault door. Right now we've got Gloria here, who's got some nice legendary loot there. So we're going to sell all the common stuff, and then we're going to have her come into the vault. What I do is I go ahead and throw her in what I call the launch room right there in the very beginning. And then I go ahead and click on her here. I clear her radiation. I clear her stem packs. And she's ready to go. She's one of my wasteland peeps who runs out to the wasteland, grabs a bunch of resources, and brings them back for the vault. So I'm going to go ahead and grab her and just right away, boom, right out to the wasteland. There she goes. Now, as you can see, I've got a bunch of stem packs and rataways, and my room's on fire. Right here, so I'm going to go ahead and send some people. I always start with the people who are on the same level because they can get there faster. Then I can also go ahead and grab a couple people from down here. So I've got 3, 4, 5, and let's say 6 right there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and clear all that stuff. Now, I'll do a lot of clearing of rooms and stuff just so I can see if they have any level ups. And while that is going on, by the way, they've got that covered. So what I'm going to do is just go in and see if anybody has died in the wasteland. It'll be like after you do your quest, it'll be the first one after your quest. You can see Stephanie here has died. Well, Rez is going to cost us 1,000 caps, but it doesn't matter. I have like 700,000, so I'm fine. Don't call me the Wasteland Tycoon for nothing, everybody. And then we're going to revive all of our people. Now, they've been out there for literally 2 days and 4 hours. They've been out there. It actually says it up way at the top, but I've got the battle mode thing up there right now. But they'll be out there for several real-life days. And then when you call them back, it takes half the amount of time to get back. So it's going to take them another real-life day for them to get back into the vault as well. So we go ahead and check on everybody. Now, another thing we want to do is look at those stem packs over there. Right now, you can see that one says 20, that's 17. So we want to look at those stem packs and see if anybody's at 0. Oh, right there. We got Lisa right there who's running out there. And she's got the 28% wasteland junk there. She's got 0 stem packs. We can go ahead and just call her back because eventually she's going to die. Same thing with Lori here. We'll call her back. We got 1 stem pack there with Isfer. We'll call him back. TARDIS coming back as well. There we go. Wow, we hit them just at the right time. Wow. Very often I just let them go until they die because I can always res them. There is a hard mode, a survival mode in here that if they go out and they die, they're perma-dead. I don't really like permadeath runs, everybody. I absolutely despise that. My type of play, but of course, if it's your jam, more power to you. Now, she's got about 6 hours till she gets back to the vault. She's running her way back up here from the wasteland. We're going to let her do her thing. Now, we're able to clear that event, and then all the people who were in that room that I dragged in there automatically go back into the other rooms. Thank goodness, because that would be a lot of effort if you had to do that every time. But there we go. Now, we got some other problems here in the vault. Good to see my Wastelander still safely roaming the wasteland. He is Wombat. He's kicking butt. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and ignore those. I feel like those do not work well. In fact, we should probably skip our complete 5 discovered wasteland. I hate skipping these, but this one right here is really annoying because I find that when the ones that pop up are typically too hard for any person that you sent out. So best to just skip that one. You can skip 1 per day. You can stop 6 incidents. We can craft 7 weapons and survive 11 rad scorpion attacks with no casualties. We got 6 more to go on that one. Rad scorpions are among the toughest things in the game. Now, here are my mega dwellers, everybody. You can't quite see the guy up here. His name is Howard because we got the battle mode thing going up there. But Howard is what's known as a mega dweller. Look at all his stats, right? Strength 10, Perception 10, Charisma 10, Agility 10, and Luck 10. You're like, dang, Kismet, how'd you get a dweller who's level 1 have such high stats? Well, that's because I put in the time and effort, everybody. This is one of the hardest things to do. Oh, mysterious stranger. This is one of the hardest things to do in the game, and that is to keep your vault dwellers at level 1 and train them all the way to maximum in every single stat, and then they are the most powerful thing in your vault. They will absolutely dominate in the wasteland. They'll dominate in your vault. They are unstoppable. And of course, what you want to do when you're playing a game like Fallout Shelter is to think of your end goal. What is your end goal? Well, my end goal is to have every one of my dwellers at maximum stats and have the most hit points and the most ability to grab loot and also keep the vault going, right? And the best way to do that is to start off with your brand new dwellers and put them into training, get them to maximum all stats, especially endurance. I'd start with endurance. You don't have to do all stats, everybody. It's really difficult. It takes a long time. But you do win instantly. The second he's got all 10 stats and I run him out, he goes to level 50, he will be an unstoppable force. Same thing with all my ladies in the vault. They're already unstoppable, but once they get all their stats, they'll really be a big unstoppable peeps. So basically, I've got 2 more to go on this guy. Now, this guy I haven't done endurance on, right? He's finished now, his perception. So I'm going to take him and I'm going to drag him down to endurance down here. And I've got lots of room for people to pop in there. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and hit endurance, and it's going to pull this other person who's a brand new mega dweller. She got an X in her name as well up there, which you can't see. It's behind the thing, but you get the idea. And so she's just starting off, but she's got endurance 10 now. So she's good, right? So what I can do is take all the people who need to go into the certain rooms and move them into those certain rooms. And I kind of go very methodically, right? This guy needs endurance. So I'm going to go ahead and grab him down to endurance, and then it's going to pull one of these dwellers who have maxed out their endurance and put them into perception. Now, this particular lady here, she has strength and luck still to go. So I need to find some room down here in the strength room. So I'm going to grab her and pull her down here. Notice how it automatically pulls somebody out of the room. If it's full, by the way, it'll automatically pull the one lady out, and she'll run up to where that person was, and the other person will run down. Does she need perception? I don't know. We'll find out here in a second when she gets into the room. And now that she's in the room, it'll say max or not max. Oh, that's the last thing she needs to do, and then she'll have all stats going. Now, this particular person is not a Mega Dweller, and that is because she has already been in the vault from the very beginning. Usually, I find when they're this close to being maxed, that means they were some of my original dwellers at the very beginning of the vault. And then, we got to make some more outfits over here. How are we doing on those legendary outfits? We want to do some +7s here eventually. I'd love to get some +7... +7 expert lab right here. So we need to get a lot more of this. I really don't need any of these other +7s right now. I could get a +7 agility going. And you want to have everybody in a +7 outfit. That's like the legendary outfit for your production peeps. And then you'll need less production peeps because they are so OP. Now let's look at this. Danger Copter has got all stats at maximum. Congrats, Danger Copter. Look at you go. Now, you don't have to do a dang thing, Danger Copter. I'm going to put you right up there at the top. I might even make you a defender. You know what? Let's do that. Let's get him up there, and we'll make him a defender of the vault. We're going to go ahead and give him the best weapon we've got right here, railway rifle. And we got anything else for him here? What's he got on right now? +3? Let's go ahead and put him in some nobility. There you go. We're going to put you in, and you are going to defend the vault right there in the vault door. So anybody comes in the vault door, he's going to be ready to blast him in the face. Now, one of the things I can do, by the way, is I can switch out my best weapon right here and switch that out, say, for a shotgun, and then get this guy right here. I give him the best weapon in the vault, which is what I suggest you do. The people in your vault door right here should have your best weapons, and they should have your best armor. Eventually, they'll have power armor when I make power armor for them. Right now, I'm really working more toward those +7s. All right, so we got those done. Whoa, Rad Scorpion attack. Okay, now the worst type of attack ever has just happened because this can jump around and hit my lower level dwellers. So I'm going to pull everybody I can grab in here to try to get them. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can upgrade maybe some of their weapons right here. Give them some better weapons, whatever I can get them. Right here. There we go. Combat shotgun. Who else we got? All right. See, now he's going to switch rooms. He's going to go somewhere else. I got to watch out where he's going. Way down here at the bottom, he's in the Overseer's room. Now, one of the things I suggest you do is that you clear any stuff that's going to be in your way like that. And you watch this guy. He's going to go here, and then he's going to stop. He's going to go somewhere else. Now, what's most likely going to happen is they're going to screw me over, because this happens a lot, everybody, is that he tries to screw me over by going in a room that has my low-level peeps in it. But we're still going to go ahead and just try to grab as many people as we can, get them in here, and again, give them as best weapons as we can. Heal that guy up. Heal this guy up. Come on, get that guy. Let's see if we can get him. Oh, no. Okay, so now he's switching somewhere else. Oh, he's back down here at the bottom. Now, this is why I have these separated, everybody, so these events down here don't really bother me. Again, grab those resources while you're waiting. Get those out of the way and get ready to defend. Again, this is one of these things that can just go on and on and on. I feel like it's the Rad Scorpions are way too OP. For what it is. Now, one of the things that make me sad is when they kill my my dwellers here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull him over there. I'm going to pull some people in. I pull the people without the vault suits are my Mega Dwellers. And I pull them out of there. The people with outfits are not Mega Dwellers. They are regular people in there. And I'm going to pull that guy like that. I'm going to heal this guy. And then, is he dead? No, he's moving. Oh, guys, moving to another room. See how this just goes on and on and on? Unless he hits my people way here at the top, it just goes on and on and on. And it's like, come on, I want to do something else. I just wanted to jump in the vault real quick, do my thing, and do something else. All right. Oh, he went right back in the same room. Uh-oh, we got some people here. We got to pull them out of here really quickly. because they're just level 1s. Pull them over here like that. There we go. And we've got some other people in here who can do that. Let's get this lady, maybe this guy over there. And see, by the time I pull him in there, he's already gone into another room. Now he's up here. There he is. All right, he's up there in the workroom. Who do we got? Maybe here. Maybe this guy. Maybe this one here. Maybe that one. Again, by the time I get them there, they'll already be gone. So I try to heal the people while... there we go. Finally got the guy. And I try to heal the people while he's attacking. Don't wait until it tells you to heal. You should be actively trying to heal. Now, one of the most annoying things in Fallout Shelter is this thing, where it's zooming in. You're clicking on people. When you click on this guy, it rotates, it moves the camera. It pops up the thing on the side. The camera's kind of doing this all the time, and you got stuff attacking your thing, and you're trying to click, and it's moving around, and it's getting all crazy. You might bump the edge of the screen, and then it rotates. I feel like that's the #1 thing that I'd like to see fixed in Fallout Shelter is that scrolling turned off. So I can just go in here, into the settings, like this, and say, scrolling off. Right there. So you can turn it off manually. I have it on by default for all the noobs, but for people like me who are more advanced, that I can go ahead and turn off that scrolling so it doesn't scroll while I'm trying to click on people, while I'm trying to heal my people. It adds a difficulty factor to the game that's unnecessary. Now, another thing that happened while we were doing that is it did eat up a ton of my power. But luckily, I've got a bunch of Mr. Handies in there who will just go back and forth and collect that power for me. We got to get all of our people into their thing. So this guy needs charisma. Let's see. We got any room in the charisma room? Maybe this one? No, someone coming out of there. Oh, wait, that's luck. That's not charisma. That's luck. That's the wrong one. Where's my charisma? That's luck. Charisma down here. All right. Well, we'll put her. I'm gonna put her back in luck, but we've got people in luck there. All right. Well, she's already maxed there. We'll put her in charisma, and then we'll grab this guy. He needs luck too, so we'll put him in luck. Though he's almost done with charisma. It's probably a better idea to put him in charisma. Look at me. There I go. I need charisma as well, so maybe put me in here. Nope, this guy. Don't want to do that. Let's put him. He's already maxed there, maxed there. All right, let's put him in agility. All right, so I'm just moving people around so they're always training. And then also I want to heal up some peeps here. Let's go strength room here and then pull people in the strength room up here. My mega dwellers are always my main people that I'm working on. So if there's other people in the room, I will pull those people out first so that they swap out. And then we got this guy. And I just ignore the mysterious stranger at this point, by the way. All right, what do we got some room? How about some endurance? Endurance? Yeah, all right, let's throw him in with his. Now, I strongly suggest that you put the people in with other peeps. This guy is charisma. Oh, what's the other one? Oh, well, really? He's got to go in the intelligence room. He's got an intelligence thing on. All right, he's got to go up here. There we go. What do we got here? Dude is very unhappy. He needs intelligence. All right, let's put him up here as well. And again, what I'm doing is I'm just moving them to a room in which they can level up. Agility. All right, we got room down there. Where should you be doing? You need perception. Let's go ahead and try to put you in the perception room. Right there. All right, now we're getting somewhere. And then over here, again, we're in battle mode, everybody. We got stream raiders going over there. We're going to go into full battle mode here in a minute. This guy should be down in strength. Yeah, for some reason his strength is not. What the heck's going on with this guy? Oh, I didn't level him up yet. Okay. He should be down in strength. There we go. All right, we got a guy back here who's maxing his intelligence or agility. Agility is nice and open. We'll put him in there. Then right here, we've got perception and luck. So perception, I think we've got room up there. Some of these people that jump around are really hard to grab. They just don't want to let me grab them. Come on, you. There we go. Right there in perception. All right, what do you need? Make sure I click both of you guys. Yes, I did. You need perception as well. All right, you're in. What do you need? Perception as well. All right, awesome. Put him in there as well. So there we go. Pretty easy on those. What do we got here? Any stat for this one, which is pretty great. So right now I don't see too many people in agility. We'll throw them there. Right over here we need any stat. So again, agility. I think we might be good on that one. And then right here, any stat. Again, so I look for the ones that are kind of empty when I'm just doing new Mega Dwellers. We'll throw them in there. Again, if it wants to let me grab the people today. What the heck? Sometimes it gets real awkward and you can't grab them. There we go. Let's see. Oh, Bottle and Cappy coming. Hey, it's Bottle and Cappy coming in, everybody. They're coming in to say hello. There we go. Now we got another minute on our battle here, everybody. We're going to get into that. I'm trying to get this done before that's ready. Let's go ahead and get this girl into intelligence. Up here, there we go. Down here, this girl needs to go to anything, so we'll put her, let's put her in strength. And same thing here, we'll go ahead and put him into strength. Oh, here comes the Pharaoh Ghouls. All right, very nice. We'll go ahead and throw this guy in there with Danger Copter. Let's see how Danger Copter does. Do your thing, Danger Copter. I've been redoing my shelter and my power armor character Fallout 76 today. Forgot how fun it was to put down a new campsite and build a new campsite in a different shelter, right? I think it's really fun to get that stuff going on. All right, there we go. Nice. We got that done. And then we can go ahead and heal. I strongly suggest that you heal everybody up. And we stopped them in the vault door, everybody, so they didn't even get anywhere further into the vault. That's pretty nice. All right, let's go ahead and clear those. We're almost done. There's Bottle. Let's click him. Now, what you want to do is follow Bottle until he does something. He'll do a little move. He's Bottle. Now, also, Cappy's around here somewhere. I hear the mysterious stranger again. Oh, it is time for that battle. There he goes. Oh, he's just going to give me caps. Sometimes he gives me caps and then... There we go. So sometimes he gives you quantum as well. That's why Bottle is the best, is because he gives you quantum. And I usually have plenty of caps, as you can see, over 600,000. I've already spent several million. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and save this. I'm going to go ahead and pop out to the main menu so a whole bunch of stuff doesn't happen while I'm doing the battle. And we're going to go ahead and switch back over to battle mode. Let's go. There we go. All right. Oh, I forgot to do my battle thing. Let's go. To battle! There we go. All right, now we're going to do the battle, everybody. Now, again, we're going to kind of just let this run. After we get everything situated, we get our Fallout shelter going. We got our Astroneer going. We're going to be doing words on stream while we're waiting for the battles. And you won't see or hear me. I'll just vanish to work on some stuff off to the side. I'm just trying to get a whole bunch of things going first, and then I will be off doing that. Now, I could be doing the same thing in Fallout 76, and I might start that up as well. We'll see. Actually, I can start that up in the background right now. Let's do it. I don't mind running a bunch of games at the same time, everybody, especially if I'm just going to let them run. All right, there we go. All right, open that cabbage chest, give you guys some love. Reaper, Tardis walking away with some stuff, and Reaper is our MVP of that round. Nice job on those units, everybody. Let's try to put down as many as we can. And we're going to go ahead and do another battle mode battle here. There we go. And now we can go ahead and choose a different unit. Now, my Centurion has about an hour cooldown, so I can't use him right now to try to get that cash. So what I'm going to do is work on my lower level units. I've got my Vampire almost up, so I'm going to go ahead and just throw him right here. Let's say right here in the center. You guys go ahead and come in and join me. Try to put those units down around my character there. Then I'm going to boost you either with range damage or fast run. And that's going to help you guys in the long run. All right. We'll come back to that in just a bit. Let's go ahead and switch back. Over here, I'm trying to get 76 loaded over here as well. Let's press a button over here. Boop. There we go. And so what I'm going to do is also have 76 running at the same time. We don't call this Mega Stream for nothing, everybody. We're going to go crazy today. So first thing I do is I go to special. I get my nuclear key card. I go ahead and go to my Fallout 25th anniversary thing right here. And then I go ahead and I'm going to get 250 gold bullions. Yes, please. Unlock that because it's also double gold bullion day today. So we can go in and get that going on. Now, one of the things I do when I am just kind of letting it run is I actually don't hang out on my private server. I go to the public server or the adventure mode. So I'm going to go ahead and go to that as well. And we'll jump back in our shelter here in just a second. I'm just going to turn the sound down for a second so I don't have that overlapping audio. We have Astroneer running in the background, and it's just collecting us tons of resources at the same time. I have a pretty beefy machine, everybody. I can run a bunch of things simultaneously. Though sometimes if I do too much, it will absolutely cause my machine to restart. So we'll see how it goes. So let's see if I get my camp first. That's always the first thing. See, I want to have my... Oh, there we go. Interesting gold bullion. The gold rush is on. Earn treasury notes by completing Wasteland daily quests and public takes. Convert treasury notes to gold bullion at a gold press machine up to the daily limit. Now, right now, we got double daily ops going on, double gold bullion and all of that.
I am.
And we're going to mute that. One of the things that I try to do, even while I'm not on stream playing, is sometimes I'll go in and just clean out my inventory on the weekends, just to go through and just, because it resets every day around 12 o'clock, noon Eastern Standard Time. And you can see I've just got an absolute ton of legendaries here, more than I'm going to be able to sell to the trade out to the thing, everybody. Look at this. And we got more on this thing here. It's just insanity how awesomely amazing that my crew is and how many amazing events that we've been getting all week long. So today's like my kind of trash clearing day where I don't really collect anything else other than just trying to clear out my stuff. Right? So we're going to go in here. We're going to do this. Now, we're going to be jumping between a bunch of games, everybody, so I'm not going to switch to the Fallout 76 thing because I'm not really playing Fallout 76 full time. I'm just kind of clearing my inventory. We'll jump in here for about 5 minutes or so. Project Paradise. Wow. And we're just going to be clearing as much of this as we can. Now, we're at 30 right now. And what we want to do is we want to watch out. Because if we go over here and we start doing some odd numbers like 3s and 9s and weird stuff like that, that's going to make it hard for us to finish. But there is a 20 in here. So I'm going to do the 20. What 20 refers to the value of the trade-in for your legendary script. And then we've got a 10 here. And then we can go over here and try to find a 10. There we go, a Mutant Raider's arm, and now we've got our max amount of script. Move my big fat head out of the way. It's right here. You can see that I've gotten everything. There's 0 left. There's no more that I can trade in today. Now, I'm going to get a crazy ton of legendaries, everybody, next week. But what I can do, since I'm going to actively play the game and get more loot today, what I can do is hold on to those legendaries to trade them in tomorrow when it resets as well on Saturday. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put those legendaries back, because I'm going to really be working very heavy on getting my legendaries going, getting the legendary script so I get the legendary cores so I can go in and choose what kind of legendaries I want on my armor and on my weapons and all that kind of fun stuff. So we'll put all of those legendaries back away there. And then we'll go over here and we will go ahead and scrap out some stuff. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I just got text about an appointment that I totally forgotten about, everybody. Let's see. Did I write that down? Oh, okay. Oh, that's on the day after. Okay, well, next Tuesday, everybody, apparently I've got an appointment that I totally forgot about. Hold on. Okay, well, on Monday, I got to go, and they're going to put me out, everybody, and they're going to put a tube down my throat and see what's going on with my inability to breathe normally. But other than that, I've got an appointment with my main doctor. I got to write that down, everybody. I am notoriously bad about remembering people's names, and especially appointments, and remember to do my medications and all that other stuff. I'm notoriously bad at remembering that stuff. All right, so let's scrap out any extra stuff that we have. Let's get rid of these grenades. Get rid of that stuff. Get rid of the shovel. We got any armor. We can get rid of that. And so on. We still got 24 minutes on our battle. So again, we've got the Stream Raiders battle going up there in that upper left-hand corner. And we're just kind of checking in on a bunch of our other stuff, right? And I typically am a really good multitasker. I love to multitask. I have a bunch of things running at the same time. Great example is my mega base here. This is actually maxed out. You can't put anything else down. It is completely and utterly maxed out. One of the things that I will do is do my fusion cores on the weekend as well, because I'm not using up the fusion cores. So I will just let them charge, because they do take a while to charge. Right over there. There we go. Got those charging. Another thing I will do is pick up popcorn. I will pick up honey. I will go ahead and do a collectron station over here. And I will typically hang out in the open world, in the adventure mode, so that I can sell stuff like I'm going to grab a bunch of purified water as well. So I can sell all of my patterns or ammo or things like that to all the random people that come through during the day in the open world. If you want to make a lot of cash in this game, everybody, it is through your personal vendor to other dwellers, right? Not just to the actual NPC vendor, but to other players. That's how you make the most cash. We also got some fertilizer here. We can also click the Brahmin here. Let's see if he's going to give me some milk today. There we go. And we got some Brahmin milk. Oh, you can't see it. It's in the upper left corner. But we got some Brahmin milk up there as well. Some fertilizer back here. And then I'm going to put all of that stuff in my scrap box, which is infinite. You can just have that stuff going on. Happy National Candy Day. Well, hey, man, I think that was actually October 31st. But, yeah, there you go. Halloween, obviously. Okay, so there we go. So now what's going to happen is this is just going to keep collecting random loot. My little electronic puppy's around here somewhere. Whoa, he jumped over here. He's magic. He's right there, and he's wandering around, and he's getting a bunch of loot, just much like Dogmeat did in Fallout 4. He'll run around, grab some loot, bring it back, put it in that little doghouse, and you can pick it up, and you can get loot like that all day long. So this is typically what I will do. Now, another thing that I will do is I will go in and I will look at my actual fusion cores. And because I'm going to be streaming all next week, and I will want to make sure that I have enough fusion cores. Right now, I can't see how many I have. By the way, if you want to see the total of your fusion cores, all you have to do is just pop in your power armor for a second. Also, I need to go over here and go into ammo, repair, clear. And I just pop in my power armor, and it's going to tell me right over here how much fusion cores that I have in the interface here. Take a second. There we go. All right, I have 29. Now, I usually like to have about 40, so I can go and collect some more fusion cores. And if you do have Fallout First, which I highly recommend, then you can go ahead and get that going on. For some reason, my number 4 is not going because it's off. There we go. See, one of the things that this game doesn't do is it doesn't remember when you get that thing back again and just automatically put it back in the thing there. It's a little annoying. I wish it would do that. It does that in Fallout 4. I'm not sure why some things work in Fallout 4, but not 76, the same engine, using a lot of the assets. You would think it would work, but whatever. All right, we can go ahead and get that going there. Now, we have a bunch of stuff in our food and drink as well. We're going to pull all that stuff out of there. What I always suggest you do, everybody, is you pull stuff out, and then you put back the stuff you want to keep, right? And that gives you a starting point, right? It's one of the easiest ways to clear your inventory. And I like to deep clean my inventory, so we're going to be doing that here in just a second. But what do I want to keep? All right, well, we'll keep these carry weight boosters, even though I rarely ever use them. But they do boost your carry weight by 50. So if I did keep them around, I could basically do it. The stack weight of it is 3, so I could probably just keep those on me. And I'm just, you know what, keep those on me, and I'm going to utilize those when I need them along the way. Now, glowing mass is one of those high-end items that you do want to keep to make like things like the rad arch here, which removes your radiation, which tingles when you do it, whatnot. You can definitely utilize that for that, but I kind of clear it out because I don't really need it right now. Now, I have a lot of stuff that I do need to get rid of. I even have a power armored chassis here that I don't even need. So let's go ahead and see if we can scrap that out first, or just get rid of it. Yeah, it doesn't even give me the option to scrap it. That's interesting. What is it? What is this power armor chassis? Oh, it's my ultrasight armor I got from the Brotherhood. Oh, I forgot. Yes, so that is a full set of ultrasight armor that you get when you finish the Brotherhood line. So what we want to do is go in and rename that so we know what that is in the future. Let's open that, and we'll skip it by hitting tab. So what we'll do is we'll go into that power armor. We'll hit X for inspect, and then V for rename, and Z brother. Z brother. I'm just gonna call it brother, or could call it brotherhood. I know what it is. That's the important part. And I can go ahead and put that away into my stuff here. Because I know I'm not going to put it. If you notice also I put a Z on it, that drops it to the bottom of the list down here so that when I'm getting rid of all my other stuff, I don't accidentally get rid of the thing that I don't want to get rid of. Like you can see all my armor over here has Z's on it. It's something I learned in Fallout 4. I just tried it and said, you know what about if I just put a Z on this and will it drop to the bottom so I don't accidentally put my stuff away and put my weapons away in my storage all the time like I kept doing. And it works wonderfully, everybody. And then also I use other letters for like my companions. I'll use Y for my companion. I'll say, okay, this is something that goes to my companion. I'll put a Y in the front, give it to them, and then I know it's something that I gave to them as opposed to something they found. And then also it goes to the bottom of the list so you can get rid of all the stuff above it, right? So pretty awesome. And the thing is, when you put Z space, it usually will drop it to the bottom. Even with Zealot's armor, which is a Z item, it still drops underneath the actual items themselves. So very, very useful, I find. And then I go ahead and get out my power armor here, like this. There we go. And I usually have the sound off when I'm doing this because there's just so much overlapping audio that it does get kind of annoying. So I just usually have it off. So I'm playing like this. Let's go into our smelting and see if we've got any smelting to do. So what we're doing is we're just doing a deep clear of my inventory right now, like this. Now, what I'm going to do also is I'm going to switch over back to my private server, and I'm going to let my private server run all day long. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because no one's going to bother me over there except for you guys who can jump on my private server on the weekend and do events if you want. You can group up with each other. I'll create a public group when I'm in there, but I won't actively be playing. I'll be mostly AFK the whole time while my my camp collects stuff and while I'm collecting things like fusion cores and other stuff like that. And I'm going to show you my my awesome run that I do with all of my fusion cores and all of that stuff here in just a moment. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to think about selling all of our stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to get my grape mentats. What they do is they give me +5 charisma and better barding rates for just a few minutes. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to use those up right there. Now, when I go to the vendor, I'm going to get a better swap of money. So when I sell something, it'll be worth more. And when I buy something, it'll be cheaper. The same thing with this card right here called Hard Bargain. Buying and selling prices at non-player vendors are now much better. So it doesn't affect player vendors, but it does affect the NPCs in the game. So now you got selling prices are much better. Not just better, but much better. This is one of the cards I do in every single game. This is why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon. I'm always maximizing my caps here in the stream. So the first thing I'm going to do is just get rid of a bunch of this junk that's in here, all of this stuff here. Now, I don't necessarily need to get rid of that missile launcher. The missile launcher, I should be able to go over here and just straight up scrap. Over here, there we go. Oh, it didn't let me do that missile launcher. I think that's a missile launcher from the Brotherhood, so I don't think it's going to let me scrap it. That's interesting. Yeah, 20% more damage on that one. Oops, I just wanted to inspect it. Give me 20% more damage. Am I really going to... See, this is what you need to ask yourself. It's got a triple barrel. It's got a targeting computer on it. Are you really going to use this rocket launcher? And the answer is no. Do I want to store the rocket launcher forever and probably never use it? The answer is no. Sell that favorite. I don't know why that was favorited. I must have accidentally favored that. And then get rid of it. Now, I've also got orbital scan beacons, which I've actually never used, everybody, in the game. So we might want to save those for some fun later. So let's save those, and we might use those at some point. So now I've sold all that stuff off. Now, another thing that I make a lot of, or end up with a lot of, is food. So I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of all of this stuff that I don't need right here. And I got to be careful that I don't sell stuff that I do want to keep. But I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this. I'm going to actually get rid of that glowing mask. Don't care. Get rid of that. Bubble gum. Get rid of it. Gumdrops out of there. And again, all of this stuff gives you different boosts as well. Especially if you have quests for that particular thing. Oh, we should probably check that. Let's check our daily challenges. Is there anything easy that I can do? Things that I can do that that I don't have to go and do like a daily op or something like that. So this one right here is really easy. Someone just got to buy something from my camp, right? That's pretty easy. So we'll track that one. What do I do? Claim the mystery item of the day, which I did, I thought. Apparently, I didn't get credit for that. And then complete an event, probably not. Build a spooky candy bowl, give out candy. That's something I can do. I can go and get stuff from other players. And Spooky Scorch doesn't take that long, so I could probably do that one as well. Now, I've also got a bunch of weeklies going on, like complete some mystery items, channels, complete all that stuff. Get all that going. Now, again, I thought I already did my my Atomic Shop get the mystery item thing. Oh, there we go. Now it did it. I went out and came back in again, and now it claimed it. All right, there we go. You can see it popping up over there on the side like that. All right, very nice. We got that going on. So we got all of that going. Now, again, today's purpose is just to, and I got myself another item there, is just to keep my scoreboard going, right? And just to keep my stuff going. Now, I'm not going to be doing any events or anything like that. We're really doing Stream Raiders, which is up there in that upper left-hand corners. But as we're getting everything started here, again, I like to multitask and keep that stuff going. So now we're on food and water again. We're going to go ahead and just keep getting rid of this stuff. I don't need any quantum because sometimes in the day you need quantum or you need to drink alcohol or you need gum. And so I'm just going to go ahead and clear all of this other random stuff that I don't really need because it's visually taking up room, right? I've also got bobbleheads. I suggest that you either use up your bobbleheads or you can save them for your thing. They're just too annoying in my thing, so I just use them or sell them because they're too annoying in my stash. It's because they're at the top of the stash and they're in my way when I'm trying to just pull everything out of my stash, and then I accidentally pull the bobblehead out, and I gotta take the bobblehead out, I gotta put it back in again. It just should be a completely separate inventory for those type of things, for like your magazines and for your bobbleheads that you're just putting up there for display, like Fallout 4 does. I know all of these Fallout 4 references that already, the technology to do it already exists, but it doesn't exist in Fallout 76, and it's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I hope they fix it at some point. You have to go in the Atomic Shop when you logged into your character for it to register if you claim it on the menu. Yes, that's what I did. No candy in my candy bowl. That is a tragedy. That is obscure. How could this happen to such a good-looking guy? Let's go. I'm going to put all my candy. I got like 150 candies. There we go. I just put 334 candies in there. Look at that. Mystery candy. Oh, you can't see it. It's up there. I just put 334 candies in that bowl. There we go. Tartar's coming in, getting it going. Now, again, I may do this on Fridays, everybody. I'm going to try to do this as much as I can, but I'll create a public team and get that going. Now, I'm going to be here in the open world, so I'm just going to go ahead and... oh, wait, no, we're going to jump to the private world here for a little bit, and then we'll come back. And I'm going to let it collect a bunch of resources for me as well. Something I like to do on the weekends. Something that just doesn't require me to constantly be playing the game, that can just be passively getting loot for me and getting stuff for me. And again, especially when you have Fallout First, you can have your own private server. No one going to bug you there except for your friends, and even them, you can block them too if you want. If your friends are not awesome. Now, high radiation fluid is another thing that's really great for high-end crafting. I'm going to get rid of that. If I need it, I can go and I can farm it in events. And again, get rid of all of this rataways, stem packs, all of this stuff. All that diluted stuff I get rid of. Rataways, you'd need about 3 of them, everybody. You don't really need that many rataways. I had the mistake of saving those rataways. Oh, not enough caps. Saving those rataways for way too long. And so now I just don't even bother. I just get rid of them as best I can. There we go. We'll get rid of that. And then also I have a massive amount of bobby pins here. So I can just go ahead and get the last 9 of that with some bobby pins. Now I've got a problem. There's no more room in the vendor. If I look right over here, it's at 0 right there. And so it's at 0, so that means that I am not going to be able to sell anything else to the vendor. Well, I'm going to show you a little trick that I do by running over to the White Spring. So we're going to go ahead and hit R for the White Spring because you got your pit expeditions going on right now. And I can say travel to the White Spring Refuge. There's me and my butt. Look at that cool helmet he's got on. I love this where you take a shot in the game and then it uses it as the load screen. I absolutely love that. What a brilliant stroke of genius right there. All right. So we got that going on. I need to make sure that my kids are not trying to buzz me or anything. Over here. No, they're all off doing other stuff. So my wife's off doing stuff. My kids are off doing stuff. So that's why I can just chill out in here and not have to do 1,000 other things for them every day. Now, if you haven't already done so, everybody, hit that follow button. We're going to do have battles all day long. We're going to do words on stream later. We're working a little bit on our Fallout shelter, and we're working on Fallout 76. We have Astroneer running in the background at the same time, collecting resources. And also on our mega server, Satisfactory is running as well. We'll pop into that here in a minute as well. This is a bonus stream on top of my normal streams. Now, what I did is I came out of the White Spring Refuge into the actual shopping area. And you're like, well, there's no shopping here. Well, if you actually take a quick right there, a hard right, you're going to have a whole bunch of vendors down here. Now, we've got a bunch of different vendors for different reasons, and I'm going to have them muted. But you can see that Stanley here has got a bunch of kind of medical stuff, right? Now, in the beginning of the game, this stuff is useful. Later in the game, you're going to get an absolute ton of that. You never have to come over to that vendor ever. I don't, except for when I'm showing on stream. Now, the other one here is the Responders. They are a faction of the game. By the way, this game has a lot of factions now, if you guys noticed lately. So we've got the Responders vendor here, right? So we want to go to the Responders vendor and see what he's got. Currently has nothing. That's weird. That's weird. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, a little glitch there. So he should have some patterns in here. And you can see that all of these say known. It used to be where it didn't tell you whether you had the pattern or not. That sucked, everybody. That sucked because you would get the same pattern. You just wasted 1,000 caps because you didn't know if you already had the pattern before. I started writing them down in the thing. So I went in and I went ahead and bought all of these patterns. This is literally tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of caps. To buy these from the vendor. They're much more expensive from the vendor than they are from other players usually. Sometimes they're more expensive from vendors. People come over here, they buy them, and then they mark them up in their thing. And then the newbies, they don't know. They just come over here and buy it. Don't do that, everybody. That's very, I consider that very shady, though that is a free trade system, everybody. That is capitalism. You know, you buy for low, you sell for high. But I feel that's a little shady, so I don't do that kind of stuff. So I come over here, also got Alexis over here, and I just go to the patterns. That's the only thing I'm looking for. Though sometimes if, you're looking for, a Gronach magazine or whatnot, or a coffee cup, or you're just looking for junk resources that you want to basically scrap and then use for making stuff in your camp, you can do that as well over there. All right, we're just going to go vendor to vendor. Now over here, we've got another Florissa here. She is a clothing vendor, right? She got a bunch of clothing, but that's really all that she has. Like if you go to her inventory, which I'm kind of blocked up there at the top, but her inventory, basically, that's all that she has. And that's really, if I'm looking for a leopard skin bandana, I know where to go, right? Or maybe even some sunglasses or a hat, right? I got that hat on right now, the Trilby hat, aka the fedora, which I actually have a real yellow fedora around here somewhere. Oh, I put it over on the other side over there. I'm always moving stuff around in my office because I'm always doing like 1,000 things. Okay, so again, the hardest part is remembering what direction you're going. So we went in there, we talked to her. We don't really need to talk to her much. Now, the vendor that I'm working on right now is this one right here, the Brotherhood of Steel. And you can see it down here. These are the different factions. So we did Responders. Now we're on Brotherhoods of Steel. Now, also, we got Cunningham up here. He's got a bunch of armor. And he's also got a little bit of patterns. He doesn't have too much, but he's got an authentic bearskin rug. And I only need to buy one because you're only going to learn it that one time. And he's also got a golf club. And so I'm going to spend some of my caps on that. So what I do is I earn a bunch of caps, then I spend a bunch of caps because those caps don't do any good sitting in your inventory. They absolutely don't. Now, of course, at some point, you will reach a saturation point in the game where you have earned every single pattern in the game. But that is a huge order, everybody. Now, I've played through the game 6 times, and every time you restart, you got to do all these patterns again. And I've done them all a bunch of times. I don't know if I've had every single one in the game, because that's pretty hard to do, and I don't have that much time. But I do try very, very hard. It's kind of like a collector. I know 90% of this stuff, or even 95% of the stuff, I'm never going to use. I'm never going to make. I'm never going to do that stuff. But I collect them anyway so that I can basically eliminate them off the list so that I can go ahead and just keep looking for the ones that I do want. And it will basically keep that list getting smaller and smaller and smaller when you're in the vendor. Case in point, Brotherhood vendor. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. We have gone in and we have literally spent, you can see, look at this. These are 1,500, 8,000, 5,000, 5,000 there, and just a bunch of 5,000, a bunch of 3,000. You get the idea. Look at that. Scrolling, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. So that's literally hundreds of thousands of caps, and I go ahead and earn caps, and then I buy those recipes as kind of like an achievement. Now, I've got 2 more to go here, and I have just enough to buy the T60 targeting HUD. Now, am I going to use the T60 targeting HUD? Absolutely not, because I'm going to have my much higher end power armor, my quantum armor, my Hellcat armor, all of that stuff as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get the T60 targeting HUD out of there. And what happens is, if you notice that the caps right over here jump from 0 now back up to 1,387. So now I can go ahead and sell more stuff to the vendor, right? So I can get rid of some more of my stuff. So one of the first things I do is sell my purified water. Now this is how I got the nickname, the Wasteland Tycoon. Watch how much, just 250. Now in Fallout 4, by the way, I literally collect between 8 and 10,000 purified water toward the end game. Right here, this is only 250. Watch this. Boom. That is 1,290 caps. So that's 1,290 caps that I can simply just go ahead and sell right in there. Now, I do want to keep a little bit. I'm going to say don't sell. I do want to keep a little bit for me. So when I'm running around, I can drink that purified water. It keeps my water all the way up, which basically keeps my action point regen up nice and high. So water does make a difference, and drinking and eating does make a difference in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it down just a little bit, around 1,200. Sell that item, and boom, I just made 1,200 caps, just like that. So I spent 5,000 or so, which to get a pattern, and then I sold that back to the vendor and cleared out part of my inventory. So now I don't have all of that stuff backlog, and I kind of go through that constant cycle of clearing stuff and buying stuff and clearing stuff and buying stuff. You get the general idea. Now, I've still got 177 caps in there, and I can go ahead and use Suri, because Suri doesn't do nothing all day long, or I could use a calculator, but she's right there. She ain't doing nothing. Let's do it. Hey, Suri. What's 177 divided by 6?
177 divided by 6 is 29.5.
Oh, Twitch Drops had 3 months of PC Game Pass for free if you buy 2 gifted subs. What? What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, everybody. Oh, that's totally worth it. Oh, thank you. That's 1,000 Kids Cats, by the way. In fact, that's 2,000 Kids Cats. That's a great heads up. Rotisserie J. I had no idea. Or maybe they, oh no, what? I think they sent me that. I just glanced over that today. I'm a busy guy. I'm doing like 10,000 things, everybody. You know what? Let me put that in my Discord right now before I forget. Where's my Discord on this machine? Over here. Let me put that in my Discord right now so I can remember that. And then I'm going to send a post out about that. And I'm going to update that post here in a bit. I'm going to look that up and send out some social media for that. Nice job, Rotisserie G. Show some love to Rotisserie G. He's going to hook you guys up. Now, again, if you gift 2 gifted subs here in the stream, that's what it says. Before November, up to November 11th, you get free PC Game Pass. That's PC Game Pass. So you can probably just get that, download the PC Game Pass thing, and then play literally hundreds of games here, including Fallout 76. So if you help support my stream, bam, you're hooking yourself up. Think of it as hooking yourself up with literally thousands of dollars worth of games for basically $10. That's an incredibly great deal. That's awesome. I'm glad you noticed that, bro. I'm going to send out the word on that one. That's a good deal. So again, feel free to give out some subs to the peeps in the chat. It helps people in the chat as well as it helps yourself get that PC Game Pass for 3 months. Awesome. And that's worth it alone. If you think about PC Game Pass, is I forget how much it is now. How much is it? It's like $20 or something like that. I forget how much it is. Okay, so we'll come back to this in a minute. We are prioritizing our Stream Raiders battle, so let's do that, and we'll come right back. I'm going to go ahead and just click the button right here. To battle! All right, time for some battles. Wow, we need more units than this. This is only 20 units. Now, again, if I see that we're dipping too far below 30 units, we're not going to be able to win, everybody. So we're going to need lots more people. Put those Stream Raiders down. And we're going to need you to put down maximum units. We're going to need to break 30. We want to hit 50. And if we hit 100, I give out 1,000 Kiz Caps each time if we hit 100 units. So let's go. Unless I'm in battle mode, then I don't do it because I'm not really watching the amount of peeps. But we're going to go into battle mode here in a second. We're doing a bit of queuing up a bunch of stuff to get it running all day long today. There we go. Reaper Tardis' last splash getting some love. Tardis coming in as our MVP. All right, there we go. Into the next battle. Let's see. I think my Centurion still got about another 30 minutes, I would think. Yes, he's... oh, that one's got 30 minutes. Let's see. Centurion. Yes, another 30 minutes on Centurion. I could wait him out and try to get him into this battle, but otherwise I will probably forget. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that right in there. You guys are welcome to go ahead and put your units down. Come and join me. We're in battle mode right now. We're going to be doing stream murders all day long, but we are queuing up a ton of other stuff. I'm showing you a little bit of behind the scenes today, everybody, that I typically do on Fridays, that I don't do on stream. I typically do it off stream. I have a bunch of other things going on top of all the main stuff that I have going. So let's go ahead and switch back. Boop, there we go. Back to Astroneer here. We've got that running in the background, collecting resources. We also have been doing a little bit of Fallout Shelter. We'll come back to that in just a moment. We're also setting up our Fallout 76, which I think crashed. I don't see it in my list. Did that crash? Yeah, that crashed. Okay. That crashed when we switched. So let's go ahead and load that back up again. Or maybe I quit out of it. I think it just crashed. Now, you know, hey, this game ain't perfect, everybody, and it does crash from time to time. I find it like, if it does crash, it'll crash like once in a day, and then it'll be fine. But I do have a lot of things going at the same time. Another thing that about Fallout 76, it does dominate your entire computer. You can't minimize it. I would love if I could minimize Fallout 76. All right, so it kicked me from the adventure mode. Now I'm going to go back to the private adventure mode. Now, private adventure is through Fallout first, and it's going to allow me to go in there and do whatever I want. In fact, I can block everybody. I can play the game completely solo if I wanted to. I can make it where no one could get into my server, and it spins up a server just for me. Right here, you can see it say Building World, and it spins up a server on their server cloud just for you. Just for you to use. Now, I've got it set where my friends can jump onto my server if they want to and run around and get into trouble. And what I'm going to do, typically, hopefully from now on the weekends, is I'm going to set it up where I'm in there, I'm collecting resources, I'm trying to get a little bit of my dailies done, and I'm going to set up a group where you guys can just jump in, group in with me. I'll boost your XP, but I'll be mostly AFK the whole time. So that's typically because right now what I should be doing is I should be working on my videos over there because it's going to take about another 2 days to process all those videos from last week. And then I need to upload those to YouTube, and then I need to go in and put in all the information, and I need to queue them up. And then those videos will roll out at the end of November into December. So I got a lot of that work to do over there. Plus I work on upgrades for the stream and sponsored events and unboxings. You know what up. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in here and get this going on. We still need to do our gold bullion. Don't let me forget that. We need to do our purveyor for today if we have enough. Really, the great thing about the purveyor now is you don't have to go to the purveyor every day. You can just collect a bunch of legendary scrit and just do it when you get close to maximum. Or even better, when the legendary scrit is half price. Sometimes they do like the half price legendary scrit stuff. That's the time to build up a ton of it and then go there at half price. And if you had a 5,000 at half price, boom, you could be getting 10,000 worth, right? So that's a lot. Okay, here we are back in the White Spring again, and we are trying to run down the way here. We got that done. We were talking to this vendor right over here. We had traded out some of our loot here, and we were trying to finish up by getting these 177 caps here. And I was going to use my Radaway. I forget how much she said it was. I'm just going to guess. Let's see. It's 6 each. That would be 60 is 10. 120 would be 20. Let's say 25. That's pretty close. All right. Sell that. I just sell the Radaway. One of the things that I also do is I sell based on weight. The thing that weighs the most is the thing I will sell. Not just necessarily the value of the item. And that's because this way I have less, because you have to really worry about your inventory in this game. Same thing with bobby pins. They weigh next to nothing, but they're one of the easiest ways to just sell those bobby pins and boom, you get those last few caps. And now I'm at 0 caps again. Now over there on the side, I'm at 2,000 caps, and I can go ahead and repeat this cycle again and again and again. But if you do get something, by the way, everybody, I strongly suggest that you do learn your patterns right away so you don't accidentally basically buy those same patterns again. I have done that in the past, and it really, really sucks. All right, and then we'll go ahead and run across the way here, and we've got another vendor over here. Again, we've got Tweed over here. He's got different outfits, and he's got a walking cane one, which I've already learned. And he's got different things, and of course, it randomizes their inventory as well. So you definitely want to do it. Now, this is one of the people that probably I miss the most because he's in this kind of like little cubby hole here, and it's like kid stuff, right? Like clown outfit, boxing glove, battle rattles, and whatnot. But you can actually take that stuff because it's worth wood, leather, and gold, and you can buy that stuff, scrap it, and now you got wood, leather, and gold to craft stuff. So I'll do that in the early game. I'll just, when I have lots of caps, I'll just come in and buy a bunch of stuff to get my resources going. But other than that, dude doesn't really have anything. But if you go over here, guess what? You actually got free resources sitting right there on the ground. Why buy it when you can just pick it up, right? So make sure to run around and look at all of this stuff and see if there's anything like these little shopping baskets and whatnot that you can just pick up for free. So you just stop in there and do that. And again, I don't stop that vendor too many times, but if I do see free stuff, I am for sure going to grab it because that's just the way I am. Now, here's our cook guy over here. We already know all his recipes, so we don't need anything from him. Same thing, Maria over here. She's got cooking oil, different bowls, different stuff that you could buy. But she's got no patterns. And you just go over here to notes and see that she got no patterns. So I'm just here for the patterns. And then over here, we've got this little thing over here that says register with the promotion system, which is a quest that I'm doing for one of the factions. You can't go up there, sadly. And I've even tried to do the little sneaky, try to jump around the thing. It's got an invisible wall. You can't get through there. Okay, now we got another one here. Now this is the Raiders faction. That's faction number 3 we've seen so far. And they've got a bunch of different things, ammo and bone hammers and all that. I don't even worry about that. I just go straight to the patterns. Now, we've got a bunch of patterns in here, and we bought some of them, including the Raider Jetpack, which is 5,000 right there. Again, we just kind of work away at them little by little. Now, some of these things are for your armor or for your weapons or for whatever. And then some of them are actually for your camp items. Like in this case, there's like a little toolbox that I can get. Let's just go ahead and get that. Right, like that. And again, the caps went back up from 0. Now they're 153. And so I'm going to get that. And also resistant lining Raider under armor. I can go ahead and get that for 350. Looking good. What I try to do is just try to work those caps as much as I can. So I'm selling and buying and selling and buying and selling and buying. And the same thing I do in Fallout 4. Like I will go and build up a ton of resources. And then I will sell those resources for the things that I actually need to buy. And I've done trades so huge, everybody, that we're literally in the hundreds of thousands of caps in Fallout 4. And you'll see me do it again this December, everybody. We're going to do another playthrough of Fallout 4 for St. Jude Children's Hospital as part of Fallout for Hope. Also, got an awesome event potentially coming up in December, which you don't want to miss, everybody. It's going to be pretty epic. I will let you know when I get the details sorted out, but pretty excited about all the stuff that's coming up. All right. So again, here I am. I'm just going to buy stuff randomly. I don't really need any of this stuff, but I'm just going to buy all the cheap stuff that I can right over here. And we're at 350 there. And then definitely learn the patterns right away so you don't accidentally buy the same thing twice, which you don't need. But you can always sell it to the community as well. But there we go. So now I've sold all of that. And then once again, he's got 436 caps right here. So 436 caps can allow me to sell stuff in there as well. So I'm going to go ahead once again. And again, this is all the stuff I do usually on the weekend is try to get rid of a lot of the stuff that I have extra. So Radaway, same thing. So I only need a couple of those. So I'm going to sell those for sure. Rad-X, same thing. I keep a couple Rad-X around in case I want to have like some radiation resistance. By the way, it's like 200 radiation resistance. So pretty strong right there. By the way, you can actually take multiple of those things, by the way. And a lot of people don't know that. Like if I'm running around and I want to boost my action points, instead of just using 1 honey, I use 3 honey. Now, after 3, there's diminishing returns. So you want to use 3. And then what it will do is your action points will be going down and they'll stop. They'll start to go up every so little while you're in the middle of full running, either in power armor or in your regular armor, which is awesome. So you definitely want to collect a bunch of that honey. And the great thing about honey as well is it's not very heavy. Right now I've got 13, and it's about 3 stack weight. It's not too bad. We're good. So usually I keep about 20 of them on me or so. Same thing over here. I've got way too many step packs, everybody. Not only do I got these step packs, I'm also going to, as I run around, I'll end up with even more. Now, these are worth 8. So if you think about 8 times 10 is going to be 80. Then we double that. It's going to be 20. That'll be 160. And then you add that again. It's around 200 something. So we'll just say 30 of these that we'll go ahead and get rid of. Right there. Boom. And now we're at 82 caps. It's behind me right here. We're at 82 caps. So I keep about 20 stamp packs. That's good enough, especially on the weekends where I'm not really running with my crew. And there we go. Now I can sell my super stamp packs, but I definitely don't want to do that. I want to keep those and use those up when I need them. Now we can go through and we can look through anything else that we can go ahead and sell. One of the things you can sell is mods. I would not sell junk ever. Don't ever do that. And then sadly in Fallout 76, you cannot sell ammo. And if you could, you would be absolutely drowning in caps, everybody. Just like in Fallout 4. So we're going to go ahead and look at what else can we use to get those 82 caps. Well, I'm going to go ahead and again get rid of my bobby pins here. I've got a crazy ton of them. I need 82, and I can dial it right into 82. Now in Fallout 4, what I use 38 ammo. 38 ammo allows me to boom get exactly what I need. All right, there we go. So we got the bobby pins sold. We're at 0 caps now. And we have done a bunch of trades back and forth, and I have about 700 there. Well, guess what? We can go ahead and do it again, right? Go in, see if we can find something that's around 700. And I usually keep a couple hundred caps, but even if I run out of caps, I can always run over, pick a bunch of stuff up, sell it to the vendor later on, and get some loot. But this one's already gotten to a point now where everything is about 1,000 or more. So I can't buy any more low-level stuff. And again, normally I do this stuff off stream. And again, we just got that pattern. So we're going to go ahead and learn that right there. Okay. And we already looked at Flintlock over here, who doesn't have anything too exciting. He has a little bit of powder, or we didn't look at him yet. He's got a little bit of powder pistols and things of that nature. So eventually I'll get all of those as well. But it's kind of like, an achievement to unlock all of the patterns that you possibly can. Now, there's other vendors in here as well, and we'll look at those eventually. But you can see back here is where I started in the responders. And then I'll typically work my way down the vendors and try to get every single thing from every single vendor. And I'll get all the way to the end here. And then there's a gold press machine here. And right now we're on double, but I've only got 40, so I'm just going to go ahead and do 40. But I can go ahead and, because I just got it from the event or from the Atomic Shop. And so you can go ahead and trade in that gold press machine. Yesterday, it was actually double, so we could get 800, and then I spent all of mine on Minerva, getting a bunch of stuff. Over here, we got Frederick here, and all he's got is bulk stuff. So if you're looking for bulk screws, which actually is pretty good, or circuits or whatnot, those are the kind of rare items like screws and stuff that you'll need. Now, also, you can see there's a bunch of workshop stuff in here, so I can go over here to the scrap box in the back, drop all that stuff in there. Now I'm good there. I can go over here and say, okay, wait a minute. I want to take my super stamp packs and I want to go ahead and put them in there. I've also got a spooky treat bag that I can go ahead and utilize. Let's go ahead and open those ones. Or actually, we'll just store those for now. We'll open those later. We'll just get a bunch of them and open them all at the end of the event. So let's put those away in there. Spoiled biofluid. Actually, I could use that in Fallout Shelter right now. Let's go ahead and drop that on the ground here. There we go. I don't need to put that in my thing. So we put our super stuff in there, and you can see that we've kept a bunch of stuff in here. Now, if you notice, I still have another 76 rataways in there, and I still got a bunch of rataways diluted. I didn't even clear out my aid thing yet, and I'll probably do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, when it resets again, all the caps, I'll go ahead and sell all of that stuff. I also have 149 glowing blood, where that's worth 1,000 caps, because if you look at the price of it, it's 30 each. So 150 times 30. Hey, Siri, what's 150 times 30?
150 times 30 is 4,500.
Sorry, my mistake. It's 4,500. So yeah, a lot of glowing blood right there. Now that's if the value was 30. Now if you go into the actual vendor, you'll see that the value of selling stuff is much less than it actually says the value is. So if I go in and say, okay, let's go ahead and sell that. Oh, I forgot to take it out of there. If we go in and sell that stuff, right here, glowing blood, even with my perks on and all that stuff, then I have very high charisma. I have 15 charisma. Even if you go in and try to sell it, and again, by the way, I should have did my charisma boost, and you can do food and all that stuff to boost all of your trade rates as well. But if I go to sell it here, you can see that it's no longer 30, it's now 8. So it's much less. But, hey Siri, what's 149 times 8?
149 times 8 is 1,192.
1,192? It's 1,000 caps, just like I said. So there you go. That's 1,000 caps that I can get tomorrow, just with that one thing. Not let alone not my rataways and all my stem packs and all my other stuff. That tomorrow on Sunday I can sell that stuff, and then again on Monday I can sell the other stuff, and then just absolutely make crazy tons of caps in this game. I mean, you make an absolutely amazing amount if you put the time and effort into it. That's how anything works in life. It's all about time and effort. Now, another thing I'm going to do is go ahead and clear out some of my notes here because I have a bunch of extra notes, and I'm just going to throw them randomly into there. And that's going to leave me with my recipes here. I actually should go in and see if there's any recipes in here, just in case I accidentally put one of those in there. Nope, I don't see any. And again, I feel like this stuff should be in a separate inventory altogether. That's just me, like it does in Fallout 4. Okay, so now we got all of that stuff done. That was a lot of work right there. Again, we traded in our legendaries. We did our gold bullion already. And again, you can do it all right here from the White Spring, which is great. We put our loot away. We sold stuff. We bought stuff. We sold stuff. We've got down to about 400 caps now. And now I can go ahead and head back over here to my camp like this. And how we doing? 13 more minutes on that battle. Again, today is battle mode where we're going to eventually, you won't see or hear me. I'll go back to working on my videos. But I'm showing you a bit of behind the scenes on how I queue up a bunch of stuff, how I get a bunch of stuff running at the same time. And multitasking, both in life and in game, is one of those amazing things that you can do if you have a powerful enough computer. In my case, I have a pretty beefy gaming PC, and the gaming PC only does one thing. It does gaming. That's it. That's all it's doing right now. It's not running the stream. It's not doing any of that. I have a separate computer which does running the stream and all that. There's that fertilizer again. My purified water is building up in here. There we go. It builds up to 3 on the medium ones. I strongly recommend using the medium ones because you can put more of the medium ones down. Even though they don't go to 5 like the larger ones take up more space, which means you can put less of them down. And remember, this is infinite. You can keep collecting this forever. As long as you come through and clear it, every so often, you can keep collecting these and have infinite amount of caps in the wasteland, and it's just a matter of time before you dominate, like I do. And there we go. And back over here, we get all this loot again. Turn that in there. Grab some of this fertilizer back here. Turn that in. Again, I just keep building up my resources, so when I need them, I'll have them. Okay, and again, what I can do is go over here, just click this luck one, click this one here, and now I've also got a bonus to intelligence, bonus to luck, just by clicking those 2 things very quickly. Or I can take the time and I can go through each and every one. I've got strength, I've got endurance, I've got all of the different stats all the way down, as you can see, right over here. I've got every single buff that you can do for every single stat. So if you need it, they're right there at my base. You're good to go. Okay, so that's that. And now we're going to run around and we're going to do some workshops. I'm going to show you my favorite workshops as well. But first, we're going to go ahead and switch over to some Fallout Shelter and try to finish that up. Right here. Oh, I can turn the sound back on. Now I'm going to go back to 76 here for a second. I'm going to go in my shelter. I'll show you my shelter in there. This is a Fallout shelter, which is different than your Fallout 76 shelter. We're going to jump back in here real quick. All right, there we go. Now, again, this is one of those games I call a passive game. Oh, where did that go? Hold on. My daily report came up. Let's get those caps. There we go. So what I'm going to do is just clear everything real quick. We were trying to get this done before that first battle, but we didn't quite reach it in time. Now look at this. Some of these people have already leveled up, too. Sweet. Now what I'm trying to do is get all the people who say maxed and move them to a room where they're not maxed. This guy's perception or intelligence. Let's see. How are we looking on our intelligence room? Yeah, we got room up there. This guy right here, what about you? Now, usually these guys kind of stay together. I try to keep them together so that I can just, move them in the same type of way from one to the other. Look at that, leveling up, leveling up. Yeah, go, baby, go. When you move them, by the way, from one room and say they have level 1 of that particular thing that you put them in training for, it'll be like 30 minutes, and then they'll be good. All right, quit jumping around up there, lady. What does she need? She needs perception, because she's almost done with that. Now, because my peeps don't do much, because my other peeps are pretty much doing a lot of the work, I do have most of my people in training all the time. Sometimes I have all of them in training, by the way. I will just put them in training while I'm logging out, and then when I need them, I'll log them back in again. Let's get these guys back doing us a rare... why can we not do any rare stuff here? Did I get... Oh, I got rid of all of my low-level stuff, so I can't make even the rares right now. That's okay. That's okay. We'll let that rock, and we'll get more of that loot as we go. Okay, right here. She needs anything. Doesn't really matter, so we've got some room. Say agility. We'll throw her in there. Over here, let's go agility with this guy, too. Again, you want to stack them together. If they are together, they're going to be a bit happier. They're going to work a little bit better together. Let's put her in agility as well. And these are my new mega dwellers down here that I'm working on, and I can literally put them in anything that's available. We got here maybe room in there. All right, and then this guy right here. What do you need, bro? Let's see. He needs perception or charisma. Okay. Any room in perception? Maybe this one. Now, again, sometimes what happens is they're still running up there, and I put them in the same room as someone else is in. And I like to let them run for as long as possible, right? So, if someone's really close to finishing their perception, I'll put them in perception because they'll be in there for like 24 hours, and then I don't have to worry about them. They'll just run and run and run. By the way, if you notice that I did, it's kind of hard to see there. It's underneath that little part at the top, that green bar. I did recover on my... my electricity. So now another thing that you can do in the game if you want to actively be playing the game is you can be doing quests, and you can be in here doing your achievements. Now I'm just letting my achievements happen naturally, but let's go ahead and do some quests real quick. We'll get that going. Let me go back. Did I create a... oh, there's my camp right there. And what I'm normally doing, everybody, I'm sitting right here in the bed. But let me go ahead and make sure that I did create a new team. I'll just put it on bonus intelligence. There we go. And then I can just put my guy in the bed. And what he's doing is getting that well rested, too, while he's sitting there as well. Okay, back to some shelter. There we go. I'll pop on 76 to do a bit and do some daily pieces and work on my shelter a bit more. There you go. So, again, you can use my Fallout first if you don't have it. Or if you just want to come and hang out on my server, you can use my private server for you to get maximum loot. Because remember, the world is not looted, right, on my private server. So you can go in and just go around, do your questing. You can go around and get tons and tons of loot. I feel like since I have the server, I might as well get the maximum benefit for all of you guys as well. So we're going to go ahead and just do a little shelter here, grab that loot, keep on running. We're going to try to get our quests going on. Again, this is the stuff I do. I just pop in, get this stuff done. It's like, kind of like just doing my dailies, right? But I do it in a bunch of different games at the same time. And then we can queue this up, and then since they're going to be taking a long time to run back and forth, what you do is you queue this stuff up, and then you go on to something else. Like I'll go on to editing videos. Get that guy. Oh, there we go. Now, I sold off a bunch of my basic resources so that I could clear my inventory a little bit. I'll get a ton more of those basic resources, everybody. Just an absolute massive amount. You'll see. Kind of better me being down here in the corner when I'm doing shelter as well. I got to make another layout whenever I do shelter that I'm down here in the corner so I'm not blocking as much. And, of course, all this stuff here at the top will normally be gone. But since we're in battle mode today, we're doing Extreme Raiders as our primary game. And that's just kind of running in the background right now while we're doing this. So feel free to join us for that. You can follow that link in the chat. Go up there, put your units down. We're going to need maximum amount of units placed to get that going on. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for battles, we're going to be jumping around to a bunch of different games. Until we get all this stuff queued up, and then we're going to go to it. Ack, you got to help us. Our potatoes are dying off right now, left and right. We can't keep the crop alive. There's a mighty strange affliction. You're not botanist by any chance, are you? No, but we've heard that you're the only ones who have been hit by this. Do you know any other farmers that have lost potatoes? There's a crew holed up at an old factory up the street. Check with them. Oh, and a legendary pattern there. Nice. And get that loot. And then I'm run them over here, and while they're running over there, I'm going to click that as well. There we go. I like to clear every single bit of it, and so you can actually get it when they're not even in the room. You can click the stuff, but you can't get dead animals, though. You can't get downed NPCs, but there we go. He's going to run across. And this way you're multitasking, right? So they're running while you're collecting. I feel like that's a much better use of your time is to keep them busy. It's always so awkward when they're just about dead. And then you wait and see if that, you can click on that. Oh, there's one here in the back. I'm going to try to click on. There we go. Again, on the weekends, I try to do these as quick as possible. I just go, click on all the stuff, run through, grab the loot. And I try to do all of the quests, and then you've got your dailies and your weeklies you can do. There is an absolute ton of quests you can do in this game, and you can really get special stuff. I'm not gonna use that, though. I think that's the last room. I guess I could have used it. It was the last room. I could have just used it. Doesn't matter. They were gonna die anyway. Okay, so there we go. So we've cleared that whole thing. I'm gonna say return to vault. We say okay. Now my peeps are gonna take that legendary thing, and they're gonna run back to my primary vault. Now, of course, the stronger your guys' are, the stronger quests that you get, the more quests that you go through, the tougher and tougher quests you'll get, which means you'll get better and better loot in the game. And that's what I try to do. All right, now I can use my quantum to run them back, but hey, we're just going to let them chill all day long and let them run back to the vault. I don't even need to be collecting these step packs anymore, by the way. I am maxed out, most likely. I just click all this stuff when I come back to see if anybody needs a level up, like those guys right there. And we got a level up there, a level up there. And there we go. So I just kind of sweep the whole thing, and then on to the next one. I try to have, people going out to the wasteland, people coming back. We got people doing questing, people coming back from questing, right? The more things that you can keep going at the same time that you don't need to be physically involved in, that's the better. Like right now, in the background, it's collecting loot from Fallout 76 right now. So it's collecting purified water, honey, all of that stuff. In the background, it's collecting resources in Astroneer. I'm not kidding. This is running live right now. In the background, it's actually collecting resources and running that back to my base and filling up all of my various storages, as well as on a bunch of other planets. As well as in Fallout Shelter here, it's also collecting me tons of loot, and I'm actively playing it. And we have, of course, our battles going for Stream Raiders in that upper left-hand corner up there as well. And we're going to play some words on streams later on for all of you. So, as you can see, this is why we call it the Mega Stream, because we do a lot of fun things all simultaneously here on the stream. I just keep putting down those units, by the way, for Stream Raiders. Does help a lot. AMZ getting absolutely owned right there. Taking a lot of damage from them ghoulies. Alright, nothing in there. Now what I'll do is I'll run them and then click it. You don't want to forget it, everybody. But you can zoom out and look and see if you missed anything as well. And I just go line after line after line, very systematically. Uh-oh, we got a boss here. All right, so your first thing you do is you aim everybody. Click, hold, drag. Everybody goes for the boss. Because he does some special effects. Wow, she take a lot of damage. Yep, see, there he goes. Just radiated everybody. Smoke that guy. Heal that dude. Heal this guy. Smoke that guy. And one guy left. 3 on 1. Now these start to get tougher and tougher. Of course, obviously the higher level it is, they take longer. But if you're smart about it, like I just did there, I focused all on the boss mob first. Then after the boss mob was dead, I had a bunch of criticals, and I could critical the rest of them because they're easier to kill. And I'm not burning up too much of my stem packs, though you kind of want to watch everybody to make sure that they don't take too much damage. You also are hoping that you get more stem packs and rataways, some rataways, along the way, so it'll hold you over so you can get the whole entire thing done. That's what I try to do. I try to get it all going at the same time. These guys are barely taking any damage. We'll heal Boss X-Coder there. What we'll do is we'll clear this room, and then we're going to do that battle. Gonna save that for a future guy, because that guy's almost dead anyway. So there's no reason to use that critical. I usually use it when they're full health, just in case it takes their entire health out. You get your maximum use out of it. Heal him up again. Boom, dead. All right. Now what'll happen, everybody, is you can just sit here. If you need AFK, do something, whatever, you can just sit right like that. We're going to go ahead and do a battle. Let's go. Battle time. To battle! All right, we got a little bit more units now. Now, again, we're playing some Stream Raiders, everybody, in the background. Come and join us. We're going to be battling all day long. We're trying to get you maximum loot. So we're going to go ahead and get this going on. Now, if you guys do enjoy doing some battles, I'm going to be doing battles all day, all night long for you guys to get loot. We'll also do some words on stream, so you guys can do that. And then I'll see if you guys like that. Feel free to give me some feedback on the stream, whether you enjoy the words on stream, or would you rather it just be pure battle mode and you just do and just have the Stream Raiders up. You guys let me know. Rotisserie G, Singe getting some love, and Rotisserie G is our MVP of that round. He is #1. Let's keep these battles going. Again, you're going to try to keep them going every 30 minutes. Right over here. There we go. And then we're going to throw down... I think... Oh, wait. My Centurion might be ready. So let's go ahead and do our Centurion. Yes, there he is. So I'm going to put my Centurion over here because I would rather you guys go and get these chests over here. Would rather you guys go get it. Now I got my Centurions done, so I'm going to go back to the quests here. I'm going to say collect. It's going to forward my quest, and it's going to tell me to do something else. I got to get so many kills. I got my Centurion done down here. Over here, this actually was event tokens. We got event tokens done. Centurions down there. Look and see if there's anything else that says put down such and such unit. Now, this one's the ultimate run right here, everybody. This is get 15 units to level 30, which I have done, which makes me a Master Raider, which is awesome. I am the king. I am the ultimate. I am the alpha and the omega in here as well. So we're going to go ahead and get that going on. Oh, I got a message over here. Right there. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, everybody, I got so much awesome stuff lined up for you guys. If you haven't already done so, hit the follow button because I just got a big message there, everybody, to bring you guys tons of loot here in the stream. So hit that follow button if you haven't already done so. I want you to win some loot here in the stream. All right, let's switch back right over here. Feel free to go ahead and start putting units down in Stream Raiders right up there at the top. And we're going to finish some Fallout Shelter here. Try to get our quest done. Then we're going to let all of this stuff just run. And then I'm going to go work on videos. We're going to go into battle mode. Does Tesla have a knack for this kind of work? We're going to make you an honorary Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. Awesome. Welcome to the team, soldier. I'm honored. What are our orders? Another squad could use your support at the Robco corporate offices. Awesome. Now, so you're working with the different factions here in Fallout Shelter, which is awesome. By the way, did you know this is the #1 Bethesda game in the world? Fallout Shelter. It actually is more than all their other games, by the way. which is amazing if you think about it, because they got some awesome IPs. Of course, they have Fallout, they have Skyrim, and so on. A lot of amazing IPs, but this is their most successful game of all time, or the most played game of all time. Oh, bye-bye. Oh, it didn't even kill that guy. Wow. I'm going to save that other one. I got plenty of step backs. And we're almost done with this. There we go. Always save it so you can try to take it out on the next guy. We got 2 more rooms to go. I'm feeling we're going to get some peeps here at the last room. She got leveled up. When she leveled up, by the way, she fully healed. So sometimes you want to save those level ups and not do them when they're full health. Wait till they get low health. Use the level up. Then you heal up. It's like a free step pack. Let's see. Anybody in here? Oh, nobody in here. Okay. Well, hey, that works for me. Now, I run them back out of the room just in case there's something behind there. And then I'll go around and I'll look and see if I missed anything. And that quest is done. All right. That was Vault 840, by the way. And again, don't forget to follow the channel, everybody. It's going to really help you out. I hope you guys are having a great day today. This is a bonus stream, and I'm doing a way above and beyond bonus stream here. We're doing a whole bunch of stuff at the same time, showing you a little bit of the behind the scenes of my stream here as well. Now, again, they'll go back. I can fast run them back, but I'm not going to bother right now. I'm going to save that quantum for right now. And again, pop back in the ball, click on my peeps. Keep that leveling going. Looking good. Collect all my resources. See if anybody needs a level up. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Again, I usually am like this when I'm playing games. I'm usually zoomed all the way out. It's a little harder for you guys to see, but it's easier for me to see, so I can just look at the whole vault and click the thing I need to click. I'm on the PC, by the way, so it does make it a little bit more precise when you're trying to click on stuff when you're really zoomed out. I think the PC version should be able to have a larger vault. I think instead of 200 players, you should have 1,000. Or you can have the option of playing a game with 1,000. Because I believe the PC would be way more powerful than, you know, your iPad or your phone. I would love to see a Fallout Shelter that was way more powerful. In fact, I'd love to see a Fallout Shelter style game that was in the kind of genre of My Time at Portia or My Time at Sandrock, which is really great. Welcome to Lose Your Head. Answer the questions correctly and win caps. Answer them wrong and lose your head. What book was Moria trying to write? I don't remember. Wasteland Survival Guide. We have a winner! Wow, I just randomly collected that. I randomly did it, everybody. I had no idea. I had no idea that was a thing. That was a complete and utter guess. But hey, sometimes guesses are good. Look at all this loot down here. I like how the cave looked to this too. That's cool. Oh, here's another one. Welcome to round 2. What was Moria's last name? Trick question. She had no last name. I'm going to try that. Sorry, wrong. Let's lose your head. All right, focus on the boss. Bosses usually have special mechanics, so you want to eliminate them as quick as possible. These are all raiders. I'd rather kill them all anyway. But if you're in a hurry, you want to try to just do the dialogue that's going to not cause them to aggro, so you can get through them that much faster. Now, one of the tricks also is we got to watch out in the background that I'm not AFK for longer than 25 minutes. Because if I am, I'm going to ignore doing that. If I am, then what's going to do is it's going to kick me off my private server as well. So usually I set a timer. And the way to reset the timer is to get out of the bed like that. And then it will start the AFK timer again because you've moved, right? You move around a little bit. And then you go back in, you rest. Hey, Suri. Set a timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes, starting now.
25 minutes starting now. So she's off and running. And now I can come back in 25 minutes and that'll just run. And you guys can come in and use my server. Go right ahead. Now, if you don't want me to add you to my friends, you go ahead and find me on the PC version of Fallout 76. You can also donate 2 gifted subs. We just learned in the chat, if you donate 2 gifted subs, you actually get a 3 months PC Game Pass, and you actually have Fallout 76 on Game Pass. So you can go ahead and get it that way. Oh god, these rat scorpions are harsh. All right, let's get rid of these guys. Boom. Well, not good. I used to have this down. Close enough. Yeah, these guys are tough. There we go. Got him. I like to heal my guys up in between. I try not to heal them all the way up, just enough where they are just below max health. The reason why I do that is because if you do it too much, it'll go off the side and you wasted a portion of that stem pack. Oh god, more of these suckers. There we go. This is really good. You have two people who are straight shooting and then one person who's AoEing. So they can bring him down really far and then she can kind of finish him off with the thing. I just happen to know that's a she. It's Evelyn. A random name generation there. And then heal again. Not heal. And then heal so he doesn't go all the way back up. There we go. Anybody in here? No. We got that loot. Oh, man. Again. Sometimes you run out of stem packs. You just can't make it to the end. Time for round 3 of Lose Your Head. What store does Moria send the Lone Wanderer to for food? I don't remember any of this. I don't know what she's even talking about. I would say if we was going to go anywhere, it would be the Super Duper Mart, right? Let's do that one. Super Duper answer is one I never, if I ever heard. A Super Duper answer if I've ever heard one. So that was correct. I would imagine you'd want to pick something that's Fallout themed. I don't know what that second one was, but I do know what the first one and the third one is now. More rad scorpions. Let's hope we get some criticals. Look at all the bats flying out. Cool. I'm zooming in for your guys' benefit so you guys can see the action. There needs to be like an in-between zoom. There's like this, and then there's like this. Bye-bye. Now, see this one's low health? I want to go to this guy. Take that guy out, and then the other guy's going to die anyway because he's low health. So much better to switch it to someone who's going to take a damage. I could have probably not even bothered to use the critical on that other one because that one was about to die too. You want to get the maximum use out of your criticals so you can get the whole entire amount of their health if you can. Nobody in there. A little stem packs there. I'm always watching their health as well. And we got another 19 minutes on our Stream Raiders battle. There we go. Good one. If you do it too long... that was a terrible one. If you do it too long, by the way, it does fail. So you want to click that as quick as possible. And sometimes I just heal them manually. That's why I don't have to heal a bunch of them at the same time. Now all 3 of them on that one. While I'm waiting, we'll heal him up again. Oh, that's what I'm looking for too. Nice. Well, I'm glad I went and did that now. All right, what do we got here? Now for the final round. Which of these did Moria not send the Lone Wanderer to? A minefield. What is they talking about, everybody? Everybody know what the Moria they're talking about? I don't even know what the reference of it is. I guess I could have looked at the overall quest to know what the heck I'm doing. Let's see. Minefield, a Nuka-Cola plant, sewers to test the mole rat repellent. That seems viable there. Straight to bed without supper. Maybe that one. Like a bad child who's about to lose your head. Oh, no. Apparently that was not the right answer. Oh, bye-bye, girl. There it is. Ah, I clicked it too early. That one was going really slow. I could have got that one. They go at different rates. I got plenty of step back, though. I literally got 20 step backs. That girl gonna die. There's that Nuka-Cola Quantum. He's got a nice level up. And that's it. We did that one. That was actually pretty tough. But we got it with flying colors. We out of here. And taking that chemistry flash, which is going to actually allow me to do a legendary outfit eventually. So let's run them back. Wait till I get my Mega Dwellers going here, but they literally are just going to be bringing back a swarm of legendary loot once I got them going. All right, that one done. Run them back to the vault. Don't bother to use the quantum. Clicky, clicky, all the stuff. Now, normally what I do is I queue this up for these to level up over the span of, you know, like a couple hours, and then I'll come back and check it if I'm being diligent. If I'm not being diligent, then I'll do like every day, I'll click on it, or every couple days. If you're being diligent, though, if you come in every, I'd say 2 to 5 hours, then you have a bunch of people to click them all, jump out of the vault, come back 5 hours, do the same thing. We're going to be doing that all day, checking in on our shelter, just by clicking on all of our peeps and then jumping back out. Some rad roaches. Now, again, I want to immediately pull all these people out of here before they level up. Or at least as many as I can get out of there. Like this. Down there. There we go. So I pull out all of my peeps I don't want to level. My Mega Dwellers. And then I'm going to pull some people down here to help out. I don't want my Mega Dwellers to level up at all. Not until they're max all stats. There we go. Okay, good to go there. And all my peeps will run back. You'll see them all go back in the elevator here. They'll go back in the elevator and they'll go back where they were originally and go back to training. Okay, so we got that done. Do we got any more quests? Nope, we got a dead guy though. CMS Smiley, we got to bring you back. And how we doing here? Let's double check all these stem packs one more time and then we'll be done with shelter right now. Oh, there's somebody with 3 stem packs right there. Wombat. We're going to call you back, Wombat. Bring that loot back to the vault. Let's see. Stephanie doing good. These people are all going to be running back. How do I know? Because I'm past a certain part. And so you can't see them because the stream radar's up in that left corner. But I'm just running everybody back to the vault right now who has low stem packs or who are overburdened like Bittercup there. She automatically turns around and runs back. Okay, and that's it. That's all I really need to do. Get everybody training, get everybody doing their thing. They're running back from a quest, they're going out to a quest, they're running out to the wasteland, they're running back from the wasteland. Everybody training, and that's it. Save. To the thing, main menu. And I take the sound out so we don't have to listen to the sound in the background of that. And I also turn on the sound of Stream Raiders here, so you guys will hear people putting units down. Let's turn that on right there. All right, so we got all of that going. Now we just let that run. Now passively, it's going to be running in the background. I don't have to actively be in the game to have it continue to run, which is awesome. Astroneer running in the background, just collecting a tons of loot. And then we're going to show you a bit on how I collect fusion cores here. And you guys are welcome to jump in and grab fusion cores on my private server, by the way, on the weekends when I have them running. So what I'm going to do is just run out here and get my favorite stuff running in Fallout 76. And then I just come back every 25 minutes, which is about perfect for battles. So I can run battles. I can come back every 25 minutes and basically collect those fusion cores. Now, if you are out of the game for more than like 5 or 10 minutes, it actually will shut your server down. And then you'll have to redo all of this again. So very important to be very diligent. In coming back at least every 25 minutes or even 20 minutes if you want to be a little earlier then. All right, so we're, take this, put that down. And again, what were the easy ones we're going to do? We're going to get it from some other people's bowls. I should have done that in the open world, but I'm just going to skip that. I'm just going to say, oh well, and do the stuff that I need to do. I'm going to go into team mode, or actually I'm not in it. I'm not with my team right now. I'm going into solo battle. There we go. That's going to put on my Lone Wanderer perk, so I get additional boost. Getting my power armor here. And right here, I'll show you my perk set. You can see that I have Lone Wanderer on instead of my team perks. And you can see I don't have any team perks on because I'm not in a team. Though I do have a team started up. At least I think I started a team. Did I not start a team? Yeah, I did. All right, so I started a team, so you guys are welcome to jump in, run around, be in my team. It's going to give you bonus XP while I'm just chilling out in my private server. And again, you guys can fully utilize my private server if you want. So now we're going to go ahead and run down here. Now, if I only had a nickel for every time... Oh, there's my puppy. For every time I had to listen to this dialogue over here, everybody. Here we go. Well done.
This is a Level 2 nuclear alert. Repeat, this is a Level 2 nuclear alert. The Poseidon Energy Plant WV-06 has suffered a critical failure. Hazmat teams are en route. Please remain indoors and await further instructions.
Okay. Now, I've got a bunch of things that are going on right here above me, a bunch of quests, so I'm going to go ahead and turn all those off for today. We'll turn that off. We'll go in here and look at our dailies. Scroll up on those, turn all of these off. Now it says, hey, power up the power plant, right? Spend 45 minutes powering that up. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and just basically take over this workshop instead. I'm going to go ahead and grab all that loot. And so what I did is I very systematically killed the exact mobs that I need to kill to take over the workshop. I'm going to hold down V, so I don't even need to go to the workshop bench there, and it's going to start collecting and taking over the workshop. We do not do PvP on my server, by the way. If I catch you doing PvP on my server, you will permanently be banned from my friends list. Don't do it. I think the PvP should be taken completely out of the game altogether. And then create a awesome PvP mode for people who do want a PvP in a separate area as well. I find that, sadly, a portion of the people who want to do PvP just want to ruin other people's time. And then there is some people who are good PvPers and who want to do PvP. I like doing what I call fun PvP, not ruin other people's time PvP. All right, now I've got a pre-done thing. This is done through blueprints. What I did is I built this out one time, and then I saved the blueprint right here, so I can literally just put all of that down in one shot. One of those things that I put down here is the fusion generator. Now, I wouldn't start taking over these camps unless you got a good amount of time in your day. Usually I do these on the weekend. I go ahead and just let this run, and I can collect like 90 fusion cores, just letting it run. Now, also notice I've got another junk node. Not only my base over here is collecting junk, but also now my workshop that I took over is also collecting junk. It's also collecting popcorn. It's also collecting beehive stuff. I could put fertilizer in there if I wanted to. Any other collection thing that it'll let me put down, I'll put down over here. But those are the ones I really need. Well, honey, popcorn, and general junk. Now, another thing that I do need is lead. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go ahead and just tap into this lead one right here. And we're just going to go to resources over here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this lead one in here. And I see someone coming at me there in a second. Now, up here, there's actually, this is a separate power from the actual power plant itself. These actually produce 10 power. So I can go in and get that started right over there. Now, see that guy shooting at me right there? I'm going to ignore him for a second because I'm going to show you one of my favorite things to do, everybody, and it is called the Kismet kill box. Now, one of the things I need to do is do my Kismet kill box here, but I can't do it right now because I need to change my perk set now. So usually, by the way, I'll just stay in my proper perk set that I need to do, but I'm going to show you that I can put down... oh, I put it down the wrong way. Hold on. Let me rotate this. Oh, here comes the Spooky Scorch, too. I'm just going to ignore them for a second. There we go. So what I need to do is I need to go ahead and change my perk sets to a perk set that I have for workshops. What it's going to do is change my cards over here to have home defense in it. And then I can go ahead and put down the Kismet kill box. Here we go. And it is incredibly deadly. I put them in a very specific location so they can shoot in a whole bunch of different directions. And then when I tag this guy, the Kismet kill box is going to kick in here in a second. It takes a while. I don't know why it takes so long. And sometimes I have to actually tag the mobs for it to kick in. Over here, I'm going to tag that guy over there. And there it goes. Wipe that guy out. I can wipe those guys out, but I'm just going to grab that loot. Now I'm going to go ahead and put another Kismet kill box down. Now I have very specific spots where I put them down so they have maximum coverage to kill all the mobs. And they do take a minute to kick in. I'm also going to replace that car that's there. So I'm going to put that kill box right there and just ignore the mobs altogether. I'm going to clear out this so they have no place to hide. And all I want to do is just get rid of them. I don't care if I get credit. I just want to get rid of them so it protects my lead generation and all my other generation over there. Same thing over here. I'm going to just go right over here, right up against the edge, right there, and that's going to protect that side. You need a lot of circuitry for this, by the way. I highly recommend doing a lot of junk nodes so that you can have this. Now, I can also get rid of the Grafton monster over here as well. This turret right here is going to go ahead and take care of him down there. And anybody else who happens to spawn here while I'm defending my Poseidon energy plant. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to set one down right there. And that's as many turrets as you can put down. And there we go. So now we have a nice area. Oh, you can hear it going off. Now we have a nice area down here where we can get it going. Watch this. I'm going to trigger this guy. I'll try anyway. The kill box doing his job. And now he dead. Now he dead. I go down there, I can get his loot, but I'm not going to worry about it. Now, another thing that I could do, everybody, there's a bunch of other resources right here that I could grab. So I can go ahead and what I do is I scrap these cars out of the way so my turrets aren't obscured. And so I could put down even more here. Now, one of the ones that I suggest you do in the early game is concrete. And there just happens to be a concrete node right here. Now, there's not enough power unless you power up the power plant to do all of the nodes, unless you put down the power, which I highly recommend. But I'm going to go ahead and get all of the resources going so you guys can come in and grab the resources. So I'm going to go ahead and do this because I'm not. You can lock them if you want, but I'm not going to lock them. I'm going to go ahead and get that going. And then I'm going to utilize another box that's over here to run that power over there. So the first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to need a power connector. So I'm going to go up here to my power connectors. And I like to use the nice tall one right here because it goes further. And then we're going to switch. I didn't mean to get out of there. There we go. Switch over here. We're going to try to get this box and run that box up to there. And then take this. If it's going to let me do it. Come on. Sometimes it won't let you connect. They actually changed it so you can't do the box. You got to do the connector here to get that. I forgot that until just that moment. And then I go ahead and run this out as far as I possibly can. So I'm using the minimum amount of resources to try to get to that thing. Oh, back up just a little bit. There we go. Let's do it using some WASD. Not quite far enough. And you see that the kill box is defending me while I'm trying to get it going. Now, if I'm not able to do it, I'll just do another one and chain that one to that one and then run that down. And now we got some concrete going. Now, that's great because that's free power, but you still had to make the power poles and do all of that stuff. What you really want is you want free power. Again, it'll just wipe them out. Right now, I'm doing mole rats. By the way, it already did the first round for me. I didn't even need to do it. My kill boxes took them out. What I want them to do is I want them to spawn on me so that they aggro. And they aggro my turrets. A lot of times it doesn't just automatically defend your base. The turrets are so wonky in 76. I don't know why it just doesn't automatically take care of itself. I guess it would be a little too easy, but there you go. So now the other ones that you're doing here, everybody, I suggest if you have enough resources that you just put power next to it instead of running long power lines to it. Also, by the way, you're going to have a problem here and again, that turret, That turret up there took him out. Took him out so fast you didn't even see it. This one right here, this is going to be in the way. So if I try to put down a resource generator here, which is going to be our, right here, our nuclear. It says you can't do it because it's intersecting with an item. Now I can blow that item up, but then there'll be 2 items. I can try to knock it around by running into it, which is what I typically do. Just try to glitch it out onto me, and then just keep working it away from what you're trying to do. Like that. I would not blow this up because it's just going to blow up and end up back in there. So you just kind of work it out of the way, little by little. Yeah, let's say that. And then once I have it in there, though, it won't disturb it, even if it does blow up. But once I have it in there, boom, there we go. And then we'll go ahead and just make a generator. Now, this takes 10 power, and there are generators that are actually exactly 10 powers. Now, I have some cool Vault-Tec ones, which I'm going to use. This one right here generates 3 power, but these are stackable, by the way. So you can actually put these here. And there we go. I did the Poseidon Energy Plant. So you can actually stack these, which is really fun. You guys didn't know that. So that would be 6 power, and then I could do 9, and then I'd have too many. But you get the idea. I strongly recommend utilizing that vertical space. But I'm going to just go ahead and use this. By the way, I also have the irony of the mole rat one as well, because I just got attacked by mole rats. So I got the mole rat one as well. I wish they had a medium Vault-Tec one. And then, of course, a large Vault-Tec one would be awesome as well. And I have a large mole rat one, which is pretty fun. And I even have a fusion mole rat one around here somewhere down here. And also alien power and all sorts of other stuff. I find that one smaller, easier to manage and put in, even though the alien power is pretty small. And this one's pretty beefy. But it's kind of cool because you can watch the mole rats run at this. I actually have that in my actual shelter as well. So it's pretty cool. We're 27 seconds away from this battle as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this one. And I'm going to try to nuzzle it in such a way that it's going to take less damage. I'm going to run that up there. And then, oh, was that it? Oh, wait, that one was only 5. Whoop, wrong one. Wrong one. Over here. Those are my fusions. There we go. Sorry, wrong one. This one, 10. We need 10 power. So I put it right here, nuzzled up at the end. And then run it over there, which is awesome. I wonder if this one would actually be smaller. Yeah, you know what? Let's use the new one. Let's use the new one because it's going to be smaller and harder to hit. And we can just tuck that one right behind there. But you could use either, everybody. And then now, that's just going to let it run. And that's good to go. Now, we do have a bunch of other resources that we can tap into over here. And if you want to know the resources, you can simply roll it over. And it will tell you right up here in this little thing of what you can do. Let's get this other one going. And then we'll do that battle here real quick. So we'll go ahead and go to resources. And then we'll go ahead and put in our aluminum resources there. We'll go ahead and do our power now. Over here. Again, this is the stuff I let run on the weekends. Now, I have a lot of this already. So if I already have a ton of that particular thing, I won't come over here and do all of this because that takes my time as well. Oh, intersects an existing object there. There's something on the ground in the way right there. So we'll move it over there, and then we'll run it on there. And then now that is collecting aluminum. So of all the things that we can collect right now, we are collecting fusion cores. We're doing aluminum. We're doing concrete. We're doing lead. We're doing nuclear. So we're doing all of the things we can do. There's also a little bit of food around here and a little bit of water if you want to collect that. Sometimes you also have wood that you can collect. You'll see me do that in other power plants. But the power plants are the best place to get it going. Now, of course, you got to unlock the fusion generator first to be able to utilize that. Now we have a bunch of defenses as well. The whole entire area is defenses. And then over here, you can see it's already done a fusion core, and that's 100% fusion core. Before they had the charger, now you're getting 100% fusion cores. That takes about 25 minutes, and then you'll have 3 fusion cores that you can grab. Over here, look at this, collecting that honey, collecting the popcorn. And then I also have a scrap box in the back here if I do want to drop stuff in there and do that. Okay, there's our 25-minute thing. We're already good. We're going to set that again here in a bit. Now, you might notice that my thing got broken here. Someone came along and they shot my stuff. And that's a bummer when that happens. But I can go back over here to this. and I can repair it. Now, there's also a vertibird here, so if I do repair it, it's going to actually use a lot of resources. Look at how much resources it uses over here. It's just an absolute ton, especially steel and aluminum, but that's okay. I got a ton, so I'm just going to do it just for you guys, so you guys can see that vertibird. Normally, I do not repair the vertibird, but I do want to repair my collectron station right here that got destroyed. You want to come back and check and see if anything's destroyed. I'm going to take this out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and aggro a bunch of mobs over here and wipe them out, because sometimes they come around and they get up in my business over here. I suggest to pop over here and wipe out these guys. And this guy. And some, oh, that's really lucky. We got everybody to run down to us. What I do is kind of clear them a little bit. Oh, and I got a boost for that too over there. I kind of clear them a little bit. I pull them out of there. I get them all kind of rowdy. I make a little bit of noise, right? So I can get everybody out of there, wipe out all of them, as many as I can, that are going to aggro the part over here that I am trying to collect. And they usually don't respawn, by the way. They usually don't respawn for a really long time. Unless I log out, log back in again, then they'll all be back there again. And I just AoE looted them all because they added AoE looting to the game. And there we go. So I kind of cleared those guys, or I could pull them over here and let the kill box wipe them out if I wanted to. But that's pretty much it. Now, a lot of the times, if I'm in a hurry, I will come over here. I will kill the peeps that I need to. I'll set up my kill boxes. I'll set up my fusion generator over here, my fusion generation machine. And then I will just immediately jump to the next one if I'm in a hurry. And I'll do that on the other ones, so you guys can see that I just jump from one to the next very quickly. I will do those much faster than what I'm doing over here. And normally I don't collect all of the resources as well. Usually, if I'm low on lead, I'll collect the lead, and then I'll do fusion cores, and that's it. Out of this particular location. Now let's go ahead and do the battle, and then we'll come back. We'll do a little bit more. We'll get some more stuff set up, and then we're going to go into battle mode. To battle! All right, battle going on. Don't forget to come join us, everybody. We need more units on the board here, everybody. We got to get it going on. We're going to put down 1 unit every 5 minutes. We need to get everybody up to maximum, all 6 units. That's going to give you guys more loot in the long run. We're going to be running battles all day long in battle mode. And this is a bonus stream on top of my normal streams. And I'm testing some stuff out today. We're just going in and setting up a bunch of stuff to let run. And a bunch of different games. Rotisserie, TARDIS getting some love. TARDIS is our MVP there. And then on to our next battle. Let's just go. We actually don't really need to collect that stuff. I might just let that stuff run for a while and then collect it later. Let's go ahead. It's actually part of your questing too. If you notice that questing came up when I collected that loot. So that does affect it. Let's go path of least resistance. Let's go down this way. Then we're going to try to get that green chest there. All right. Again, let's check our quests. Right here. What do we got? Kill 3 melee units, get 1,000 gold. Kill 25 units. So it's just basically doing kills there. And let's see who is on point here. Let's go ahead and get, again, the vampire. Let's say it's going to be tougher from up here, so I'm going to put my guy right there. So come and join me. Start putting your units down. Follow that link in the chat. Find me or Captain Kismet. Start putting units down. Try to put down as many units as you can, everybody. Come on, let's step up those units so you guys are getting more general loot each and every time. We'll come back to that here in just a sec, about 30 minutes. We're going to switch over back to 76 as we set stuff up. Okay, so now we did the first one, right? We did Poseidon Energy Plant. Now I'm going to speed way up, everybody. Much faster, and I'm going to go ahead and jump to my other location. You're going to see me do the exact same thing I just did on that power plant on the other 2 power plants. And I'm going to do it as fast as I possibly can, and I'm actually going to set up all of the resources, which I normally don't do, but I'm going to set them up for you guys. If you guys do want to jump in, you're welcome to grab any of these fusion cores. You're ready to grab any of this loot. This is why it's here. This is why I work so hard here on the stream. I'm sponsored by Bethesda so that I can do all this fun stuff and help you guys get maximum loot, not only in the battles, but also in 76 and other games. So I'm just going to straight on run as fast as I possibly can over here. This is actually the last workshop I discovered in here. It's like a little secret one that's hiding off to the side of Minoka Power Plant. Right over here. We're going to reload if we need to. We're going to open this door, and then we're going to just drag these mobs. This is probably the easiest one to convert, because it's literally like 3 mobs. Oh, and of course I got a legendary. Let me go ahead and smoke these easier ones first. Just backtracking. Ghouls have trouble hitting you when you're backtracking. Of course, I got the 3-star legendary. Just to slow it down a little bit. There we go. So I got all 3 of those. Now, the workbench is actually on the other side. I don't need to go the other side. I hold down V because they added that at some point. I don't know how many patches ago that was, everybody. I can't remember. But now what I'm going to do is do the same exact thing. I'm going to go ahead and claim the workshop. Now, what's happening right now, you can see that little thing right there. It takes a certain amount of time because this is actually supposed to be PvP. I think it's stupid. I think it should be taken out of the game. The PvP part of it, I think the workshop should remain. I think the workshops was a brilliant idea. I think the making them PvP is a stupid idea. But then again, at least they tried, everybody. You got to give them credit here in Fallout 76. They tried something new. They didn't just go with the same cookie cutter formula. They tried something new. It's basically Fallout 4 with friends. If you go into it with your eyes open and not with unrealistic expectations, you'll have a good time. I do. And there we go. So we claim the workbench, and then same thing again here, everybody. I go ahead and start with my benches here, my collection stuff right there, my fusion generator up here. I go ahead and try to... Oh, I got to get back in my setup. Here we go. And I run that down. Again, there's another fusion generator right there. It's a fusion core processor. We're now collecting more popcorn and more honey and more junk resources on this one as well. So you can do it on every single workshop. There's like 20 plus workshops in the game, but I get the power plants and I get one more on top of that. Unless I need oil, then there's one that I do for oil. But I'm literally just going to run to the back here and do these ones here in the back real quick. This one's really good. This one's an acid one. There's actually a better acid one that if I need acid, I go do that one because it has 3 acid nodes. But one of the things that I will do, again, is just to do all of these for you guys. We'll do acid there. And again, I don't remember what these all are, so I just go in and do that. Take out the cars so that your kill boxes are not being obstructed. We'll run the power for those here in just a second. But since I still have my workshop thing on, and I do have my workshop perk on, by the way, I want to make sure I show you guys that. I do have my contractor on right here, which is basically 50% less materials when you're in the workshop. And this counts as a workshop. So it's going to cost me less resources to do it. Now, I'm going to need to defend this area, and I've got like a minute or something like that to get it going on. And what I do is I go ahead and put a kill box right there. I put one way up here in the front because a bunch of mobs here have a tendency to spawn. Also, it acts as a crossfire right there. A lot of mobs spawn on this side, and they also spawn up above there. So I'll put this one usually over here. Say something like this. And I kind of rotate them a little bit so all the turrets can come to bear on the mobs. And then over on the other side, we're going to get attacked too, probably. So let's get over there. And get this one going. I find this one's really good inside here. If you put it inside here and then back up a little bit and then push your mouse forward, it'll actually come up out of the ground a little bit. So right here at the door, make sure to leave it where you can run through the door. We'll say right there. And then one more typically, and it will be up on the back edge here. Right up here on this, so it can shoot anything that's coming from the side areas there. And that's pretty much it. That's as many as I can put down. Now over here, we've also got some nuclear waste. So while I'm waiting for the event to start up, I'll go ahead and get these in. Now, normally I'd teleport out at this point. I'm out of here. I'm on to the next thing. I don't usually get all these resources, but because if I don't need them, that just takes time. And time is your most valuable asset. There we go. Okay, so now what we got to do is we got to get some power down there. We don't want to disturb this power because that fusion generator takes 100 power. So that is just dedicated for that. And you can see that that is, you know, the Kismet kill box is doing its thing over there. I don't even worry about the mobs. I don't worry about the loot. What I'm more worried about is getting power over here to that, right? So, power connectors. I also suggest this in Fallout 4, that you put the power connector close by where you want to run your power pole, right? In this case, I want to use this up here because there's already one there. to run here, and that's going to get me my maximum distance that I can run this out. To say about there, I see some Scorch coming in there. And I might want to get that spooky Scorched. And tag them all. Tag them and drag them. I hear somebody shooting me there, over there. And then Kismet Killbox doing its thing. Okay, look at that crossfire, buddy. Do your thing, Kismet Killbox. Now I could have just shot him and killed him. But you know what's more fun? It doing it by itself. Great way to get a bunch of spooky Scorched as well. Oh, there's one. Another round coming in. Now it randomizes what mobs come in, by the way. Depending on which one you're at, it does get steadily tougher and tougher as you move your way across the wasteland. I like to tag them so it aggroes the turrets on them. Like that. And that guy's literally getting shot by 8 turrets. I mean, I would have trouble attacking my own base with that many turrets. And then there's also random mobs way over there that it shoots. It's good for the event, everybody, right there. Okay, now I'm getting back to work. I don't ignore the mobs most of the time. I get back to work here if I'm going to get all of these running. And again, I'm going to leave these up all day long for you guys. As long as I can remember to run them and all night long. So again, just come over here. If you need some resources, grab all you want. They'll be here for you. Feel free to grab fusion cores, and I'll be grabbing them on and off to get about 40 fusion cores. But other than that, I'm just going to keep it running. Now, we got all of those. Now, there is another resource over here that is very... it took me a long time to realize that it was over here. And that is the wood resource that's over here. Right here. So you can actually collect wood as well. Now, this is one definitely I suggest that you... Because you don't want to run the line way over here. Just go ahead and make a generator over here for it. So we'll just make a little generator. We'll tuck it here on the side. And just try to keep it from getting hit, right? Oh, here they come. This would be a good time to do a bunch of locations that are by the Spooky Scorched that you can just pull them to the turrets. And you can just do this with your regular base too. All right, I got all day, guys. All right, come on, die already. Just gotta smoke those guys. Somebody out there somewhere who's hiding out of line of sight of the turrets, as I would suggest you do. And there we go. So that got done. Now, when you clear out the mobs of the area and you've done the Minoga plant, it's going to give you another one. Hey, power up Minoga plant for 45 minutes. No, thanks. Now, you're welcome to come onto my server, by the way. If you want to power up Minoga, you want to power up Poseidon, you go right ahead. Especially you get it down, you could probably do it within 20 minutes or 30 minutes. But I don't bother, because I don't need to, because I have the fusion generator. So I just put the fusion generator on there. That's way, way, way faster. Okay, so this is going to generate wood up here. So if you do need wood, just come right over here. Remember, these are not locked at all. So you can come over here and grab them. You can see I've got that running. That's running nuclear material there. And then we're going to run over to this side. And we'll put our weapon away. Just go that much faster. Again, make sure you can navigate through there like that. And then same thing here. We're just going to make this nice and easy by just putting one of those there. And that's just a tin thing. You can just get the regular one. Now, if I don't need to put one down, I won't, because it's cheaper to make a power connector than it is for me to actually make the power generator. So right up here, there's a connector that I can connect to this one. Then I'll pick it up and walk it as far as I can. I also like to put them up on stuff so that they have a less chance of getting destroyed. So usually I'll put that on there. Then I'll try to see if I can get it all the way to here. If I can, cool. That's less resources I got to use to get that going. Now, one of the tricky things about this particular location is the fact that it doesn't tell you that that's what you got there. Look, it doesn't say you got acid there. It doesn't say that you've got your other one here, which I can't remember what this one is, a silver there. It doesn't say that you have nuclear, which is on the other side over there. It doesn't actually say that on this. I don't know if that's an error or that was done on purpose. It kind of feels like an error, but it's good. And there we go. So now it's fully defended. We're good. And I'm on to the next one. Now, Big Thunder Mountain time. Now, this one is a lot tougher, so make sure that you got some serious amount of ammo when you go into this one. At first, it's not going to be tough, but when you're defending it, sometimes you get like full flying scorch piece, everybody, or you'll get gulpers, or you'll get a whole bunch of your crustacean guys coming up into your business and whatnot. But in the beginning, when you go to try to take it over, it's just mainly going to be scorched. Now this time, instead of using my explosive weapon, I'm going to go Gatling laser and smoke all of these guys. Cookie scorched. Shooting him in the face is great. Oh man, I annihilated that guy. I got a critical on him. Now, also, I just got my daily done, by the way, everybody. Look at that. I didn't even think about it until just now. That's right, I got my daily as well. Because it needs spooky scorch. Now, when I aim, I do more damage, and the longer I keep shooting, the more damage I do. Right there. Oh, I switched my fusion cord. Didn't really want to do that, but that's okay. I can charge that up later now. And then I just happen to know where all the mobs are. Of course, I'm overburdened at this point, as standard. And then I like to shoot the mobs here and then blow up stuff too while you're at it because it's fun. Now these mobs are actually kind of smart. They do seek shelter. They do seek cover. But that's not going to save them, everybody. Right there. Bye-bye. So you got some up on the top. You got some down here. And then down here, everybody, I'm going to show you how to scrap all this. This actually has some really good loot down here. But I'm going to go around the side here to take care of these guys. Now, what I could do is run over here, and I like to just get rowdy like this. Try to get them going on. Oops, I hit my fusion generator there. Just get them to run to me so I don't have to run to them, right? So what will happen is they'll come up on you like that. I'll just wipe this guy out. And there's usually another one. There's two of them over here. So the other one will run to you there as well. Now, he's running away. He's like, "I got it, Kismet. Run away. He's going to melt me." You got melted, bro. Now, one of the things I do suggest, because you are going to be picking up a lot of loot, is also to put the ability for you to scrap your loot and put your loot away. I'm going to say yes. I held down V, by the way, to claim the workshop. You can see it's claiming the workshop over there as well. We're in battle mode today, everybody. Hey, Brando, what up? We're in battle mode today, where we basically just run a ton of battles. Normally, you don't see or hear me in battle mode, but I'm showing you a little bit also of the stuff that I do on the weekends, where I set up a bunch of stuff to run at the same time. Right now, while we're claiming that workshop in Fallout 76, we're also running stuff in Astroneer. I'm just chilling out in my base, and it's collecting tons of resources, so I can use that when we play Astroneer on Tuesday night, as well. So I have Fallout Shelter running, so I can just jump in Fallout Shelter and get that done. And we're doing, of course, Words on Stream eventually, but we're also doing Fallout 76, and we're queuing up stuff in that. And this is what I do on the weekends. I get all this stuff ready so that when I'm ready to play with all of you on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in Fallout 76, I will have enough fusion cores, and I will have enough resources to do all the things that I need to do when I am playing here on stream. So it's like a bit of extra effort off stream. And you can see we've got a fusion core generator. So now we have captured it. Now you have a certain amount of time before that they come and they try to take it back from you. So again, I just go ahead and put this right here. This added now a honey and popcorn and junk node to this location. There's my Defend Thunder Mountain. And then, of course, we can also put down the other one that I do. I suggest you throw one of these down here, so in case you need to scrap some weapons or do that kind of stuff to get you not overburdened like me right now, I can go ahead and very easily scrap those weapons. And on here I have, of course, the weapon workbench, which is the one I typically will use to repair my weapons. I also have a scrap box, a little cooking thing here, and then the ability to change my perk sets. So we got all of that, and now I'm no longer overburdened. And I've got that running. That's going to be collecting fusion cores as well. Now, because this one is really tough, everybody, I suggest as quickly as possible, you go over here and start putting down your Kismet kill boxes or any kind of defenses that you like to do. Me, I like to do a Kismet kill box right over here, and then I stack a second one right next to it. It's sometimes a little tricky. Got to get the right angle so that I can lift it up and literally snap it in to the side there. Come on. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't want to snap. So we'll just go ahead and put that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and store that. Oh, let's store this one first. So what I can do is I can store it back in the workbench and then bring it out again. But it accidentally did 2 of them. It did that one and then it did the other one because there was a little lag there. But it put it back in the workbench so it didn't waste my resources. So I can just pull them right back out again. I'll put one over here. Defend the backside. And then I'll get out of there so I can run as fast as possible. And you'll hear people getting shot up here at the top. There's usually a bunch of Scorch over there they'll take out. Again, my job is not to kill the mobs, everybody. My job is to defend the area. That's what I want to do. So we got some Pharaoh Ghouls coming in. My turrets are already trying to take care of them. I'm over here doing my thing. Now, they'll try to hunt me down, by the way. They aggro on those turrets. Most of the time, they will try to hunt me down if I'm here. But if I'm not here and they're ranged mobs, they will attack your turrets as well. So I got one over there, and then I also put one over here in case stuff attacks on this far side. Now you know all my secret places to put your Kismet kill boxes as well. And I'll put it back a little bit from the stairs, and the reason why is if you look, this one has a line of sight of that one. That one has a line of sight of this one. This one has a line of sight of those two. Those two have a line of sight of the one back there. That one has a line of sight of those and all of these over here. So now you just have this insane amount of crossfire that absolutely will annihilate anything that comes in and gets busy in your camp. Now you see I'm going to remove the cars again so it's not blocking my turrets. And we'll go ahead and get to all the benches here in just a second. Now right down here, everybody, I don't know why, but you can actually remove this tent. I think it's kind of awkward, but whatever. You can take that tent out, and you can also take this out. Again, removing the ability for them to hide behind that from your turrets. Now, right over here, you can see that we do have a box here, and actually, this is one of the other ones that I do, because you need lead, you need acid, and you need steel, and that's why I take over all of these. And you can hear that it's back there defending the base. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to go ahead and do my thing over here, and now we're generating steel. Right there, right? But we got to have some power. Well, there's actually already a power thing right here that has 10 power. It's running up to here. We can go ahead and click this and try to run that down, and boom, it's already going right there, everybody. Also, don't forget to stop by these tables right here. That is a hot plate. Those hot plates are circuitry, which is what you're using for your turrets right now, and also to repair the different areas. So I strongly recommend going in, grabbing all of this. By the way, you can also get loot just from simply scrapping that table. I'm going to get steel and molded plastic from that, so you can actually scrap a bunch of stuff in here. Some stuff is not scrappable, like that's not scrappable. But you can scrap tables here, let it all drop on the ground, pick it all up, or you can scrap it on the ground, whatever you feel like doing. But I'll do that, again, so there's not any obstruction between my turrets that are up there and the mobs that are trying to destroy all my stuff I'm trying to collect or try to take over my base. So there we go. So we got all of that done on that side. So we have steel going now. And we're going to run over here. Oh, there's a guy hiding off the side here. Let's just go ahead and smoke this guy. Ran out of fusion core there. Now, if it does change out your fusion core there, it will eliminate that fusion core. And again, right over here, there's 100% fusion core I just picked up. I'm good to go. I hear that cricket guy somewhere, too. I hate that cricket guy. Where are you, cricket guy? I get rid of him because I hate that noise. All right, we got one over here that we can do. Crystal. Where is it? Right here. There we go. And again, what you want to do is you want to try to find some free power. See how this is running down here? And that's running to over there. We could try to do this and then run it in here and see if it starts up. And guess what? It does. Because that power is running up, 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 and back onto here, and then way off over there, there's another one of those panels. So basically, you got free power, even though the power plant is not powered up. Very important to know those mechanics, everybody. They will help you tremendously in everything that you do. All right, understand those game mechanics. Now, way down here again, we can go ahead and get some of this going. I highly recommend in this case, instead of trying to run stuff over there, just make yourself a generator. Run this over here. I hear something trying to kill me back there. But it got killed by my kill box. How are we doing? We're on wave 4. Now, again, normally I just ignore the waves and I just go and I set them up because I'm not grabbing all of the resources. I just jump to the next one, set up my fusion core generator, put up my kill boxes. Next one, fusion core generator. kill boxes, and so on. That's the slim way of doing what I'm doing. All right, I don't know where this cricket guy is, but he's got to die. Yeah, he must be on the other side. My turrets doing their thing. Now, if you do want to defend the base, by the way, what you want to do is see which turrets are firing off, right? So it's going to give me an indication of what side that they're attacking from, because my turrets are going to start up. Now, if I was paying attention, I would know where it's at. I bet you he's along the back here. It's like finding a cricket in your house, everybody. It's really annoying. I hate that cricket noise. Where you at, cricket man? Oh, the reason why I do that is to make a bunch of noise so he'll run to me. I don't know where cricket man is. Maybe we'll run into him when we go to do something else. Alright, now there's some ghouls around here somewhere. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and drag all these other scorching ghouls here. Just going to grab their attention, make them run to me. Over here. Come on, little suckers. Now, sometimes they run way over there. Watch me as I bait them into death. Let me introduce you to the Kismet kill box. There we go. There's a cricket man right there. He's dead. That's why I can't find him. What I want to do is get that thing off him so he stops making that darn cricket noise. That's for launching the nukes. I think that was a terrible idea. But hey, I mean, they tried again. Again, they tried. Now, there's some ghouls somewhere that are basically not getting killed by my turrets. They're not being killed because they're probably behind somewhere. Now, if you kill enough of them, it'll tell you where they're at. You can see that they're over there where those diamonds are. I don't want to pull them toward my fusion generator. I want to pull them out here on the side because they're over here just like hitting that random box over there. I don't know what's up with that. But then we get the kill box involved, or I can just kill them. I mean, you know, doesn't take that. It's not that hard. Just wipe them out. Now, these mobs are actually way harder because I am level 300. And there's a thing called One Wasteland where it actually brings the level of the mobs up. Depending on if you're in group, depending on what you're doing. Oh, you guys could be in here doing Project Paradise. Just came up too. Now remember, I got the server up for you guys. You guys are welcome to come in and grab all this loot that I've got going over here. We got one more guy to go here. He's over here somewhere. Oh, Killbox is getting him. Ah, Killbox got him. Now they get into here. Sometimes you have to come over here and take care of them yourself. If you take too long to defend the base, they will take it over. But guess what? It still mostly collects your resources anyway, even if you don't come back and take it back. And you'll see that when I'm AFK every 25 minutes, I'll come back and they would have taken over my workshops. And that's okay, because they're still making fusion cores, they're still generating stuff, as long as they don't destroy your stuff, which sometimes they do, but very rarely. All right, now there's one more that I usually do. We're going to do one more here, and then we're going to go into battle mode, because I got like 8,000 things I should be doing instead of doing this right now. But then again, I'm doing a bonus stream for you guys. This is what we're doing here today. There we go. Man, sorry, Mr. Makla. I mean, man, you're focusing on that a little much, but I can understand why, man. That sucks. That sucks, Mr. Makla. Well, I think you should be able to get your item back if you lost it. Hopefully you got proof, you got screenshots, you got shots of it and stuff like that. That's always a good idea. But even if you don't, it should still, if it's a technical glitch in the game, hopefully customer service has got you back. But there's, you know, there's only so much they can do too, right? They can go back and look in the logs and see if you got it, and if you have it, then give it to you. Because they have the ultimate power, if you think about it. They can make this game impossible for us to play. They can make it so hard that I walk up here and boom, I get an insta-shot. In fact, you can make a custom world in Fallout Worlds that is so incredibly deadly that everything one-shots you. All right, now here's the other place we're going to here. We're going to wipe out some doggies because they're evil. Some little guys there as well. Right there, get them evil doggies. And I'm just going to clear the mobs so that I can go ahead and take over this location. Now, this is one of the best locations in the game. There's actually several of them that has a lot of junk nodes. Well, I just destroyed the couch, too. I don't think I've ever destroyed a couch before. At least to my knowledge. Then don't forget to get your loot as well. And then back over this way. There's usually another puppy up here. Oh, there he went. It's hard to keep track of these puppies because they get underneath your vision. Because you got like a quarter of your vision from your arm and then holding your weapon. At least I do. On my weapon. All right, there we go. So we clear some mobs. We hold down V, or we can just go ahead and go right over here. I'm actually not going to do it this time. I'll walk over here. You can just click on the workbench as well, but you can just hold down V, which is what I usually do. The second that gets going, I'm on my last thing. I get out of my power armor. I no longer need my power armor to take out the base mobs, and I actually will no longer use my power armor in this location because I will have all the kill boxes defending me here. And again, we need to wait for the thing to go all the way up. And this will be our last workshop that I take over, though you guys could come in if you want and take over every single other workshop here and be collecting loot. I have my private server up all night long. I'm going to try to do it on Fridays from now on. Just have it going on all night long and have it for you guys. Now, again, it's not going to be every time because, you know, this is above and beyond I'm going here. But I will try my best to keep it going. Now, the first thing you want to do is to get your junk collectors in there. And then again, I do the same thing I do on all the other ones. I go to my blueprints over here, and I put down this right here. So it has basically a bunch of power. Now, in this case, this particular power is not going to be used for a fusion generator. There's no fusion generator here, or fusion creator. I just go ahead and put that there, and then I put this up on top of here. Because most mobs that are not ranged will not mess that up. There we go, brain. And now my junk collector is going. Now, it's actually going to do the same thing it always does, and that is once you take it over, within a few minutes, it's going to go ahead and actually cause you to get attacked. Now, I have a lot of resources, everybody. Let's just put this in perspective here. I have a ton of resources because I've taken these over before. And because I have a ton of resources, I have the ability to put down a lot of turrets, which makes it way easier for me to defend the area, right? And you can, again, just notice that I put them in a lot of areas where it has crossfire, where this one can shoot over there, this one can shoot over there, and they're kind of defending each other as well. And I'd like to put this back a little bit more here, this particular thing. So if I do want to do that, I can just say store that, but it won't let me do it until I store this. Then I can store some of this, then I can store a little bit of this. And you have to go back in. I'm hitting R and then R again. So this way you don't have to use the resources again for that. It just puts it away, and then you can re-put it back down again as well. Now I'm going to get attacked here in just a second. So this one, you know what? I'm going to put this one over there. And then I'm going to run this back up to there. And you can see people are attacking from over there. And sometimes, by the way, your turrets won't aggro on them. Your turrets won't actually aggro on the mobs, so you want to tag the mobs or be at this location to tag them. So we're going to go ahead and put down the rest of our kill boxes here. Then we're going to do that battle here in just a second, because we are doing battles all day long. Hey, Ems, what up? I'm setting a bunch of stuff. You're welcome to come in here and get all of this loot. There's going to be so much resources going. It's all open to everyone here. And I'm just waiting for these guys to move out of the way. There we go. And then again, it takes a little bit for the kill box to kick in. But I'll just tag them all a little bit. And it just smokes those guys. Those guys get absolutely annihilated. And then one over there at this entrance, because you saw they ran in there. They also run up from over here. So I put one right there. And then there's some actual resource generators over here, which are good at the early game. Now, I'm at the stage where I don't really need any of these resources, everybody. But I'm going to set it up so you guys can come and get them all. Now, look at this. Look at this crossfire between the two turrets and that turret over there, by the way. Can see all the way over here. See it over there? It actually can see and hit the mobs over here. Now, what it's doing is actually attacking me as I'm trying to take over the workbench. Now, I can focus on them attacking, but you know what? That's what I got the Kismet kill box for. That's what this job is. This job is to kill all the mobs while I'm doing all my other stuff, and while I'm not even here at this particular location. So again, we'll go ahead and go through the resources here. This one is a copper node right there. We've got our second junk node over here. Let's go down to junk extractor. There we go. I'm not going to run the power yet. I'm just going to put all the nodes down so you guys can see how many nodes that's here. There's an absolute ton of them here. It's one of the best places, I think, in the game for a kind of a mixture of loot. And then aluminum over here. And then over here on the far side, we'll get our other junk extractor. Now, I've got lots of purified water going, but if you don't, in the early game, you can pop over here and you can get this, especially if you have Fallout first. You do it, I just scrap it out. Again, it obscures my my ability for my turrets to shoot stuff, and you're going to see that I go through and take out these, because again, they're going to obscure my turrets. You can even take out stuff like chairs and stuff. Again, get those resources. Some of the stuff will give you resources, like this is wood, raw cloth, and steel. And you're here, you might as well, right? You might as well just take out these little bit of resources and take out this stuff and get a little bit of extra resources just from that. Now, if I take out the cars, that doesn't give me any resources, but it does clear the area. So again, my turrets have an easier time of shooting all the stuff. Now, do I go around and take all this stuff every single time? Not every single time, but if I feel like it, I'll take it out. If I'm going to be doing this for a long period of time, like I'm going to be doing tonight, then I will go through and I'll take the extra time. And I'll see, I took out the bottom, so it takes out the top, because I don't get any resources for that. Something after me over there. I don't get the resources for that, so it doesn't really matter if I scrap them both at the same time or if I scrap them individually. If you do get resources on those, you want to scrap them individually, by the way. You want to start with the top one and work your way down, like in Fallout 4. This actually gives me resources. That's still scrap. Again, lots of stuff here in the junkyard. Now, there's a guy down there who needs to die. Let's go ahead and tag him and drag him. Come on, I want to introduce you to the Kismet kill box. Come on up here. Let's go. Come on. That's a good little Scorchy. Come on up here. I've only got like 16 turrets aimed at you right now. You're not too bright, are you? No, you're not. You're not the brightest tool in the shed right there. Again, look at this. This is his view, everybody. This is his view coming up the thing. I've actually got 4 on that one. 4 is actually 8 turrets aimed at him right now. But if he got up here, he'd have like 16 turrets fired at him at the same time. Now, there's also a bunch of little stuff over here, by the way, everybody. You can go ahead and get the toothbrush, the bathtub, get the ceramic and steel from that. There's a whole bunch of like desks and things like that. I'm not going to go get every single thing in here, but I'm just going to show you what I would do if I was really going all out here. I would go through and just remove all the stuff that I can. And again, you don't want to be doing this unless you got time, everybody. Unless you're going to be doing this all day. You can take out the toilets. That actually gives you resources. See, that's actual steel right there. This is actual steel. Get the flamingo. Again, that thing attacked me. It got killed by my turrets. It went so fast we didn't even see it. There's plastic steel there. And again, go around, see what you can get in here. There's a bunch of just random loot in here. I can't even remember. I don't even loot this stuff down here ever, but I'll come down here and see what we got lately. There's something there. See, that's just remove. That's not, that's just remove. That's actually not resources. Now, if I was really in the game, everybody, I would be scrapping all these tires. I'd be scrapping every single thing in this, in the entire thing. Because that's resources, right? That's stuff that I could use for my base. And I think that's about it. So that's about it on all of that stuff that you can remove. Now, of course, the other thing... Oh, I forgot this one. The other thing that I want to do is, of course, run the power to all of these various things. And it's pretty easy. Again, you want to unlock your power connectors as quickly as you can, especially your big connectors here. And then what I do is I go ahead and just chain them around, right? So I go ahead and put this one here. And I like to have my power up high because there's less chance that they're going to attack it. When it's at ground level, they do attack it more often. And this one already has a line. I forgot I already did that one. And then over here, run that down to there, which I did. This one to this one. This one to that one. And there we go again. Put that down first. Run your power connection, then pick it up. Walk it in the direction you want to go because that's the most efficient way of getting that wire to be as far as it possibly can. Whatnot. Now, this is a lot of resources to use to get a lot of resources. Again, if you're going to do this, make sure that you get enough resources in return for the resources that you're spending. And this is another reason why I don't put down all of those things every single time, because I just physically don't have enough time to collect enough resources to make it worthwhile, right? That's one of the things you got to watch out for. So make sure to make it worth your while. And then I'll also go over here and almost forgot to run this power line. And I'll run this power line across to here. I'll put this up here on the top. Now, if you're just tuning in, everybody, this is a bonus stream. Welcome to the stream. We're doing a whole bunch of stuff here in the Kismet Mega Stream. We are kind of working on 76 just a little bit so you guys can see what I do behind the scenes. Normally, you guys don't see any of this. This is just me doing it off stream, or if I'm running battle mode, I'm doing it behind the scenes. But I'm showing you a little bit of the tricks that I do when I'm off stream to collect a bunch of resources so that when I am playing with my team, I have a bunch of resources to go. And I usually, at this point, by the way, I'm usually not actively using up my resources, which is really important. All right, so I put this here in between, so this one can both work for that one and for that one over there. And I saw a bathtub somewhere. Where's that bathtub? Let's get that bathtub. There we go. Oh, there's more stuff down here. Again, you can run around and find all the little bits and bobbles of stuff. I don't usually, again, get every little bit of it. But if you're early game, definitely good to come over here, take this over, scrap all these little things out. And also you see this more opened up now, right? Again, my turrets will be able to defend the whole area a bit better without having those obstructions. Now, what's happening right now is every single one of these suckers are running. So we got copper going. We got 3 junk nodes going, by the way. If you look at this particular location, we have steel, aluminum, copper, 3 junk nodes, and you can also get food and water if you want. And on top of that, because I have specific types of stuff I can put down in the workbenches, not only my camp, but also this is called a workbench, which is different than your camp. Your camp is what I've got going right here. That's your actual camp. This is the workbench, or a workbench location, or a settlement, I guess you could call it as well. And then the other thing would be your tent that you would put down like that. Right, and that would be another thing you could use to sell your stuff and do all that. Now, let's go back and do a battle real quick, and we'll come back and I'll finish this up, and I'll show you how I just let this run and get tons and tons of resources. And again, look at these extra resources I have here: popcorn, honey, and our toaster, and the ability also to put stuff in my stash, and the ability to put stuff away in the scrap box, because you're going to get massively overburdened while doing this. So you do want to have that ability. Now, again, if I do need to scrap or something like that, I do have a blueprint for that as well that I can very easily just plop that down and whatnot. And how you make the blueprints is you put it down first. You go ahead and you go into your crafting mode. You roll over one of the objects here. You can see well, you can't see it. There's a little dancing guys down there. But you hold down E, which is going to go into blueprint mode like this, right? And then you can grow the selection by using G. I just do a whole bunch of G's. Or sorry, not G, but C like cat. And you can see that it's spread, right? Now, I can also, by the way, unselect it. I can hit E and unselect that item. See, now it's unselected. Hit E to reselect it. You can see it's got that. Now, you got to look away to see if it's selected or not, right? Because otherwise, if you're aimed at it, it looks like it's selected. But it's just highlighted, right? If I look away, you can see it's no longer got that kind of white area around it. If I hit E again, now it has that little white halo, right? That means that you have selected it. So you can actually get individual pieces and parts, or you can select a whole bunch of stuff and then turn certain things off that you may not want in your blueprints. Now, blueprints are very modular, so you can just create smaller items in the blueprints. You can't make like giant houses and stuff like that. You can make portions of that house to help you build it later, but I find that it's very limited in what you can do as opposed to Fallout 4. In Fallout 4, by the way, one of the things you can do is literally pick that entire thing up and move it, which you can't do in Fallout 76. If I pick this up, I'm just going to pick up the base of it, right? And you're like, well, Kismet, everything moved on it. Well, that's because I have it all on the base. If I didn't have it on the base, I couldn't move it all together. So you got to think more intelligently when you're designing your stuff so that you can move it all together, right? So you got to work around it. Now, in Fallout 4, what you can do is just hold down E, and it would actually pick up the base of something. Like, a great example is my Kismet kill box here. I will go ahead and try to move that, and look at this. It does not move, right? It didn't take all the rest of it along with it. And so it actually won't let me move it because if I do move it, that thing's going to be floating over there and then mess up the thing. Though you can trick it into making stuff float. I don't like to do that. That's not my thing. But there you go. So now you got to go on. And you could be doing purified water over here too if you want to. I could come over here and actually put a bunch of smaller purified waters, which is what I would do. I would put 2 smaller purified waters in here. Let's go look at that real quick. Right here. Water, and I would put the smaller ones. You can also just put these on the ground, by the way. But I like to use the, not the big one there, which is the one that was there, but this smaller one here. And I could literally go 1, oh, maybe even more. I haven't done it in a really long time. There's probably 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 4 or 5 right there. And so that's going to be collecting 5 times the speed of the 1. And so basically that's going to collect only 3 though, but it'll be 3 times 5, which is 25 versus just getting 5. So that's 5 times more collection that you're getting in the same amount of time, by the way. In the same amount of time it takes you to get 5 in the big one, you can get 25 in 5 of the smaller ones. So that's why I do that as well. So there you go. Oh, I'm getting a message. Hold on a second, everybody. Come on, bad typing here. There we go. Okay, so we'll let that run. GG's all around. We're going to go ahead and pick up our loot over here. Thank you for killing all those mobs and getting me tons of loot. And now I'm overburdened. So one of the things in this game, there is no perk that lets you travel while you're overburdened, sadly. There is one in Fallout 4, by the way, and I love that perk. It's like the perk I go for. It's like I streamline right for that perk, by the way. And so I've got a whole bunch of stuff on me here. I got to get all this stuff off of me. I do have carry weight boosters I could use. But really what I want to do is just get all this stuff off my character at this point. So that... Oop, I didn't want to do all my purified water there, though. I want to take a little bit of that back so it doesn't come off of my favorites. I don't know why it just doesn't automatically re-know your favorites. It does that in Fallout 4 as well. There's a lot of things that changed from Fallout 4 that were great features that didn't make their way to Fallout 76. Okay, there we go. No longer overburdened. Back to my primary base. And you know what it's doing right now? I got literally the 3 power plants, so that's 3 workshops going. I've got the junk plant, which has 4 going, and I have my primary camp. That's 5 camps collecting me loot all simultaneously while I'm going to be sleeping at my base over here and while we're doing battles. Let's go ahead and do a battle. To battle! Now remember, everybody, there's over 20 workshops, so you could collect all of those workshops and just be swarming in loot if you wanted. I've tried to do it many times, try to get every single workbench. I've not been able to do it yet. We might try to do it here at the end of the month or maybe in December. I want to get all of you onto there, and we're going to try to capture every single workbench. Every time I've gotten close, in the last couple minutes, or the last couple workshops I try to get, it boots me off the server. Which sucks, everybody, because you spend 8 hours getting all of the benches, and then it boots you off the server, and then you can't get back in to keep those workbenches. Oh, it's a heartbreaker, everybody. It's happened to me multiple times. But we'll keep trying. So Alpha Rotisserie G getting that love. Rotisserie G is our MVP. Thanks for being patient on that battle as well. I'm giving you guys 1,000 kiss caps. For being patient so I could just finish what I was doing there so we can let that stuff run. And then we're just going to do battles every 30 minutes as well as some words on stream. So again, come join us for some battles, everybody. We're going to be doing them all day long. And we're here to get you maximum loot here in Stream Raiders. That's why we're in the Stream Raiders category. Whenever I'm in battle mode, you typically don't see or hear me, but I'm doing a special little extra kind of little bonus kind of cap on the beginning of the stream here for the last 3 hours. I've been doing this kind of showing you a bit of behind the scenes of what I do on the weekends. Obviously, I'm not going to be showing you this every single weekend, but I'm showing you this weekend because I felt like it and my family's all off doing other things. So I felt like doing it. So we'll go ahead and get those units in there, everybody. We'll come back to that in about 30 minutes. And now we're back to 76. So here we are, everybody, back to my primary base. What is it doing? It's collecting me purified water. You got moo-moos making some milk right there. You got fertilizer. So now, before I go AFK, I'm going to do what I call the loot run. Right? The Kismet loot run, which is how you make your money, everybody. You can be a wasteland tycoon just like me. You can dominate the wasteland. Look at all these purified waters running right here. This is about 80 purified water, by the way, every few hours. 80 purified water is literally like 1,000 caps every couple hours, and it's all passive income. Nothing I need to do. Just make sure that it keeps running. No one comes in and destroys my base. Just let it run. And let it run. Same thing over here. Keep that fertilizer going. Try to dodge my puppy there. Keep my honey going. Keep my fetch collectron going. Keep my popcorn going. Keep my fusion core going. Now remember, I only got to check in on these every 25 minutes to an hour, 2 hours. But I do have to. Well, that was full. I do have to come in and interact with this every 25 minutes. Otherwise, it'll kick me off the server. And we just did a lot of work for like an hour there. So we don't want to get kicked now. Because otherwise, we'd have to redo all of that again. Because after about 5 or 10 minutes, it shuts those servers down. So keep that in mind. Now, let's go ahead and scrap any extra stuff that we've got on us here. And we are going to try to massively reduce all the stuff on me. Now, one of the things I will also do at this point is that I will switch back to this one. And the reason why I switch back to this one is because I'm going to be doing a lot of running and collecting loot. I'm like the guy who goes to the arcade and opens up the thing and gets all the quarters out, and I put that in my pocket, and then I close it up and I leave, and I let other people put more quarters in there. That's pretty much what I'm doing, everybody. That's what I'm doing here in game. Just basically collecting loot very passively, where I don't have to actually be doing it live in the game every single second. And I feel like the more of that you can do, in both in game and in your real life, the more stuff you got going on, that it will have higher and more dividends in your life. Like a great example, while I'm doing this, everybody, and while I'm getting all this going, and while I'm going to be doing battle mode, I'm also going to be doing videos, and I'm going to queue up those videos, and they're going to be processing, and I'll be making them while they're processing, while I'm collecting loot, while I'm doing the stream, while I'm doing battle mode. And again, I love to multitask because I'm only one person, and I am the show, everybody. I am the show. I am the everything person. I do the backing up of stuff. I do the copying. I do the video editing. I do the streaming. I do the everything. And of course, the more you can do it yourself, the more you can get done in a day. The more, of course, you're leaping ahead of everybody else who's just getting that one thing done today. And I've done that in my entire career, and that's why I've always been the boss. Because I'm getting 20 things done while everybody else is getting one thing done. And it's served me very well in my career, everybody. I suggest you master that multitasking. Now, if it's affecting the quality of your work, though, that is a very important distinction. Do not let it affect the quality of your work. If it's affecting the quality of what you're doing, if you're team playing, well, then you typically don't want to be doing 50 other things. You want to be focusing on that team play. But if you got time in between the team play, well, you go collect your loot, you clear out your inventory, that kind of stuff. And that's why I do that in between each of the events with my team. Or if I'm doing something, if I'm working on videos, right, and if I'm processing a video while I'm making a video and it's slowing down my ability to edit the video, then I will not process them. I will wait till later to process them when I'm asleep. That's right. I'll let them run all night long. And I've got about 2 days of videos to process over there that I got to get to because I've been doing this instead. I've been doing this instead of doing all of that. Instaver coming in, showing some love. Thank you very much for that 43 months of sub love right there. I don't know why that didn't pop up. What up? What up, alerts? Oh, because I'm in battle mode. That's why I'm in battle mode right now. That's right. And also, thank you to Reaper with the 21 months. You know what? I'll jump up to my main screen real quick. I forgot the alerts don't go when I'm in battle mode. Ensfer coming up, showing the love. Thank you very much, Ensfer. Appreciate that. I don't know why I don't have them in battle mode. Why don't I have the alerts in battle mode? I have to go put them in battle mode at some point. And thank you very much to Reaper coming in, showing the love as well. Thanks for that love, everybody. Show some love in the chat. This is an interactive stream. I appreciate them coming in, showing the stream some love. Let's go ahead and jump back down. Boop, there we go. And again, this is my battle mode part right here that we got going. Again, put down as many units as you can up there in Stream Raiders. Get that going on. We're getting all this together here. Okay, so now I'm just clearing my inventory because I'm just going to be collecting stuff. Ooh, mama, look at all these posters. You're like, Kismet, where'd you get all these extra patterns? Well, every time I take over one of those workbenches and I defend the workbench, or in this case, my Kismet kill box defends them, I'm actually getting recipes from from those events. So not only could you be getting recipes from doing other things, but you can also get a bunch of recipes like this. Now me, I go in and I put my recipes in for literally cheap, everybody, for 5, or I'll just drop them for my crew. But I'm going to leave the server up all day long. You're welcome to come into my server here in Fallout 76. I'm going to try to do this more often where, oh, that was 4. I'm going to try to do this more often where I'm literally just letting my private server run for you guys to come in. If you can't afford Fallout first, well, hey, use mine. Use my server because, again, there'll be nobody on the server other than, our crew, and the world will be pristine. So you can run around and grab a ton of loot. You're welcome to run over there and grab fusion cores from mine right over there. So feel free to jump in. You'll probably see me mostly AFK because I'll be working on videos and stuff. But I'm going to try to set this guys up for you, or set this up for you guys. Oh, that was 100. And if you need any of these recipes, they will be in here. Now, just did it again. The best thing about this also is that even if I'm AFK, everybody, it doesn't rely on me to sell the items. I can just put them in here and go AFK. And I see a lot of people do that during day because they're probably working. They're probably at work, and they got their laptop up, and they logged into Fallout 76, and they got their camp up so they can sell stuff to players during the day, which is very smart, unless it costs you your job. Don't do it. Don't do it if you're going to get in trouble, everybody. I am not suggesting that at all. But if you do have time, feel free to jump in. Now, I also have a party going. So I do have a party going, so you can jump in. And if you're in with me, even if I'm not playing and running around with you, it'll still give you an XP boost. So if you're in the group, you'll get an XP boost just literally from being in the group with me as well. Now, of course, you can also go to the open world, the adventure mode. You can jump in groups over there. You can do nukes. You can do events and all of that. But mine is more, on the weekends, is going to be more collecting fusion cores and collecting resources. And again, all of that resources is there for you guys to use, and my server is there for you to use. Okay, now, we got to go collect some loot. Now, before I log into my log, or put my guy into his bed, I start with all of this stuff, getting this stuff queued up. Fusion cores. I cleared out my, all of my stuff in the back there, my purified water. Now, we're going to run the gauntlet. We're going to go ahead and go right over here to Poseidon Energy Plant, and we're going to grab the loot, and then we're going to go to the next one. And so that's what I'll do. I'll jump from one to the next to the next. And I have a set specifically so my guy is running, right? So he uses less action points while he's running. Keep your water all the way up. And I use a perk that gives me bonus to my action point regen. So you're going to see he's just easy mode running down here. He grabs that. I hit R and then R again. And then I run to the next one. I got to turn my sound up too.
Are en route. Please remain indoors.
This goes off every time you come over here. It makes me want to go. I wish it only did it once per login, everybody. That's my big dream. Now, again, look at that. I got popcorn. I got honey, and I got a bunch of junk, which means that's circuitry and all sorts of cool stuff. Right there. We got our vertibird firing up. Kismet Killbox doing its thing. Vertibird's getting rowdy. Drag all these guys over here. Cause some mayhem. Cause some stuff to blow up. Let's go. Let's get it going on up in there. Kismet Killbox doing his job. There's also a turret over there. Sometimes I take it out. I don't know. I get in the mood to wipe it out. Some guys down here we can shoot as well. Now, when I leave and come back again, some of these people will respawn or they'll come down from up above. And if you want, you can come over here and take these out. This is not required. Of course, that's when I run out of ammo. And your turrets can't hit that one. That one's out of the way. Eventually, they will kill that one. By the way, there's in no scenario in which that vertibird lives, by the way. There's in no scenario in which he lives. Absolutely not. It happens all the time. Now, also what happens, you aggro stuff way up here. I don't need to kill that. But if we see some guys up here, we can aggro them. My goal is to run them down so they get killed by the Kismet Killbox. I just roll on. I just roll on, use my stem pack. And that vertibird is going to blow up, everybody. There's just no No way around it. That thing's going to get blown up there. Unless I go up there and kill all those mobs on the top. And by the way, they usually stay deep spawned most of the time. Those mobs up there. Now, before my vertibird gets blown up and then I have to pay to make a new vertibird, what I do is I run over here. Oh, look at them all getting murderized. They got murderized over there. Look at them go. Get away from my stuff. Getting owned by the Kismet kill box. What I can do is go over here and repair anything that needs to be repaired as well. Now, also what can happen right now, as you can see, I need to make repairs to the system. I'm going to toggle that off. What it says right here is defeat the Scorch, because there's an event going on right now. But it didn't come up for some reason. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't come up. But it says, hey, I need to defend. I need to retake Poseidon Energy Plant. And whatnot. And there we go. And I did it just like that. Because my kill boxes are shooting over the top. And through here, trying to hit all these mobs back here. Now, it's a little hard for them to hit these mobs. So you might want to come back here and just smoke these guys. And look and see if there's anybody else. Now, that guy probably came from way up on the top of the tower because we already removed those guys. Or he could have came from in there. Or he could have been part of that event. Again, that vertibird goes up there and stirs up a hornet's nest up on top of there. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just here for the loot. On to the next one. And so I basically let him take it. Then I come back. I kill him off. And then I take it back again. Now, what should happen is that it should defend itself and I shouldn't have to do anything. But it doesn't always do that because sometimes the mobs get hidden. Sometimes they get glitched. Sometimes they're not even close to where they should be. Here we go again.
Attention customers. Monongah Power Plant has experienced an unexpected failure. We apologize for the inconvenience. Rest assured that our maintenance crews are working hard to minimize the outage and safely restore power. Based on current projections, most customers should expect power to be restored by...
I have heard that thousands of times because it does it every single time you come over here. And obviously, if I'm collecting loot, it will just do it again and again and again. It is so annoying. I hope they fix it at some point. But you can see I grabbed a bunch of resources there. Acid, silver, nuclear, and then also up here on the corner, which I always forget to grab on the way through, which is wood right here. You need wood for a whole bunch of stuff when you're making food and stuff. And that's it. Got it. Done. Got the loot. I can put it away if I want. But basically, that's all I do. I run through. Now, most of the time, I don't get that stuff in the back anymore because I have plenty of acid from doing events and stuff. I just run over here. I get these things right here, these 4 things, the popcorn, the honey, the junk node, or basically a bunch of random resources, and the fusions right there, fusion cores. And then I move on to the next one. Now, it says, hey, power up the power plant. And if you guys want to come in and power up them power plants, you go right ahead. Have fun. I typically don't take the time to do it because I can just put a fusion generator down. It's way faster, and I'm good. And then I'll do this for like 8 hours. So I'll let it run for 25 minutes. I'll come in. I'll run the loot Kismet loot run, and then I'll put my guy back at the base. Come back in 25 minutes, do it again, and just repeat that all day long. Now, one of the toughest ones is this one right here. This is Big Thunder Mountain, as I like to call it, or Thunder Mountain as they call it. Here we go again.
Squire Rosen. Thunder Mountain is offline. Repeat, Thunder Mountain is offline. Any brothers with a background in engineering, report to the plant for immediate repairs.
I forgot to do one over here, everybody. I forgot to do this one. There we go. And on this one, again, just put a generator down. I try to put it in such a way where it doesn't obstruct my ability for my turrets to shoot at stuff. There we go. So nuclear there. So nuclear there, wood over there, steel down here. Again, notice I cleared everything out. So it's easy for my turrets to shoot at stuff. This one I highly recommend early game. Or really, I consider early game to be like level 50 when it comes to taking over the workbenches. So like at level 50, I would come over here and start to work on all of that. And more fusion cores. And more junk. And more honey. And more popcorn. You get the general idea. And more crystal. And I could go over here and get rowdy and cause my kill box to kill all these guys and then pick up all of that loot too. There's plenty of loot in all of these tents and everywhere. but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go ahead and go to the next one, which is right down here at the junk landfill or Charleston landfill. And we're going to do that. Now, after I'm done doing this, everybody, we're going to park my guy in AFK land. We're going to check in on Fallout Shelter. And then we're just going to let the battles run, and we're going to let Words on Stream run. Now, if you guys prefer to have just the Stream Raiders up, let me know. Or if you prefer to do Words on Stream and Stream Raiders while we're waiting for the Stream Raiders battles, let me know that as well when we're in battle mode. Now, normally in battle mode, you don't see or hear me. I'm usually working on videos and stuff over there. This is a bonus stream on top of my normal streams. Normally, I do not stream on Fridays, but this is for all of you to go and get those extra battles in so you can try to get most out of those events. This is me going above and beyond. So there we go. So we got those two nodes. Then we're going to run over here. We're going to get this node, steel scrap there. We're going to run around. We're going to get this other junk node here in the back. And you can see I've got this route down, everybody. I got it down, bro. I got it way down. And then right here, I got the popcorn. Let's grab all of that. Let's grab the honey. And then grab all of this. There we go. And this is just my workbenches. I could actually take this out now, by the way, or at least just move it out of the way. So it's not making it hard for me to grab the resources. And it makes it easier for my dog to go in and out, too. It doesn't really matter about the dog, by the way. He'll get in and out of there however he needs to. And there we go. So we got all of those resources. We got this one, which is aluminum. And then we're running over here. And I feel like the junk nodes are the best nodes in the game. The reason why is they have a lot of room as opposed to everything else. So they'll collect like 15 items. But in those 15 items, they'll collect 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of a bunch of different items. So these actually, if you let them run long enough, you'll get massive ton of resources from the junk extractors. Those are probably better than actually the direct ones that you get. But there we go. That was it. That's the Kismet loop. Kismet loot run there and then back. Now again, if I needed oil, I would go down and I would take over this one down here as 3 oil nodes. If I need a lot of acid, I would go up here to the top and I would go right here, hemlock holes, and I would get 3 acid nodes. So I'd be getting 3 times over there. In fact, I could get those in addition to the ones I've got. And so on and so forth. Depending on what you need, you want to go ahead and grab yourself some workbenches. Where's that other workbench over here? I even got these workbenches over there yet. Did I not get the one over here? Oh, I don't have the park one. Oh, I don't have some of these over here yet. That's because I don't go and get them. You can also get this one right here, which does have a lot of resources, which is the Mega Stop for the Red Rocket Mega Stop. That's another fun one as well. But you can see I've only got the ones unlocked that I typically go to. They also have the dirt track up here. This one has a lot of silver, so if you need a lot of silver, it has 3 silver nodes, as well as it does have a junk node, steel, aluminum, and fertilizer. So a lot of good stuff there, and plus you can put down your popcorn, you can put down your honey, and all of that. So that's what I do on the weekends, everybody, while you guys are either enjoying battles here on the stream or while I'm working on videos as well. So now we showed you a whole bunch of stuff that I do, and I've got a bunch of stuff queued up. Fallout Shelter, Astroneer. We got Fallout 76. We're going to make one more pit stop. Also into Satisfactory. Make sure that my Satisfactory is running. But the cool thing about Satisfactory is that I have it on a mega server over at my buddies at Nitrato. And I don't have to actually be logged into the server. So I don't have to actually have my computer on or have the game on at all. I can do the same thing with Astroneer, by the way, which we might do at some point. We might go over there and get that server fired back up again so we can let all that stuff going. If you guys are no longer playing V Rising or 7 Days to Die, I will take those servers and I will switch them to something else, maybe Minecraft server if you guys are up for that. And I'm going to go ahead and clear out my inventory again over here, especially any food and drink. Like I'm going to build up a crazy ton of honey. You can't see the honey, but below that's popcorn. I'm going to build up a lot of that. I'm going to work on my food, use some of my purified water. And now my guy's good. Now, of course, when he's in the camp, by the way, my particular perks, I'm going to mute that sound. My particular perks for hanging out in the camp is especially homebody here. So you're gaining improved health and limb generation, as well as happy camper. So you're doing 80% slower food and water. So I don't have to really worry about my food and water. Now, to prevent myself from getting shot and killed just by standing out in the open world, what I will do is I will go into my shelter. In here, if it wants to do it, come on, get in there, bro. I'll go into my shelter here. And I have a whole bunch of other buffs and a whole bunch of other workbenches and whatnot in here. And you're like, Kismet, why don't you build out your shelter, bro? There's barely anything in here. It's like totally empty. Wait for it. That is a max shelter, everybody. You cannot put anything else in here. It is maxed out. You can see I really went crazy. This is like 15 hours of work right here. I went absolutely hog wild on all of that. You can see I got that mole rat fusion generator up there. They're up there doing the running and making that thing work. As well as a whole bunch of fun things to interact with. You can actually come in here and utilize all of my fun stuff. You can play around with all my interactive stuff. You can get all your buffs here as well. You're welcome to go here and play the organ to get yourself some action points regen. Or just go look at all my various different collection stuff I have going in all the various rooms. Like over here as well. You can see I've got a little lounge over here. This is one of my favorite things to do in Fallout since Fallout 4 is to build stuff. If you're a builder, you naturally have to build. It's just, you don't choose to build, you have to build. There's a difference. This is my little kids' room here, and with a whole bunch of instruments and fun stuff in there. And then here in the back, we've got like our research area where we're researching these because eventually these will be used in Fallout 4. Because you can remember, Fallout 76 is before the entire franchise. Fallout 76 is a prequel to all the other Fallouts. Because this is only 25 years after the bombs drop, where Fallout 4 is 200 years after. Well, 211 years to be exact, if you really want to be nitpicky. But right over here, you can see I've got my bed, and it says Kismet is AFK. So if you see me sitting in this bed, that's because I'm AFK, just like that. All right, one more to go, everybody. We're going to go ahead and put that in there. Let's really get crazy here, and we're going to launch Satisfactory and see how we do. Literally got 5 games going at the same time. So again, we're going to be doing battles all day long. We're going to do words on stream here in a minute. We're going to get that going so you guys can do words on stream in between the battles. So you're getting loot in words on stream. You're getting loots in Stream Raiders, and so on. There we go. Agree and proceed. There we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is just jump onto my server over here. And I went in and I ran that one last line for my copper, for it to make copper and put it over there so it's making aluminum. Now, if you missed out on Satisfactory on Wednesday night, we play Satisfactory Wednesday night. Tuesday night, we play Astroneer. Tuesday during the day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we play Fallout 76. On Thursday nights, sometimes we do Learn to Plays. We check out new games. And on Thursday night, after the new games, we call Learn to Plays. We play some Night Crew Fallout 76. We also play some Fallout Shelter. During the week, we do battles, we do races, we do all sorts of stuff. Again, that's why we call it the Mega Stream. And then on Saturdays, Mama, there's a train going by. On Saturdays, we also play Raft with my crew, which you can come and join me if you want, at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So lots of stuff going on here in the stream. This is a bonus stream on top of my normal streams. So what we got going on over here, everybody, is I did take the copper here, and I ran it from those copper nodes over there. I put down some forges, so it's forging up that copper, and it's running up here. Now, I can tell you that this box is already full. It's already backlogged the copper there, which is pretty crazy. And it's been running in here. You can see it's got 199 aluminum there. And this has been running for a day or two. And it's ran these into these boxes. And now in every one of these boxes, everybody, it's got aluminum. You're like, well, Kismet, did you do that? No, I queued it up. These boxes were empty. I queued it up. I logged out of the game over the last 2 days running 24/7. That's the great thing about having your own server. And they have mega servers, everybody. You have like 4,000 people on there if you want. Not necessarily in Satisfactory, but in Minecraft and other games like that. Go show Nitrado some love. Click that link. In fact, show yourself some love. Use my code, Kismet. It's going to get you 10% off, and you're going to get yourself your own server where you can use the power of time, everybody. It is your most powerful weapon in everything that you do in real life and in game. So this basically just ran for a couple days, filled it up with a massive bunch of aluminum, and then when we come back in on Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to then continue to forward our base, which you can see we got a lot of stuff going on here. If you've never seen Satisfactory, one of my favorite games of all time, everybody, and we are going all out. My server seems to be more stable now. I don't know if it was my connection or the server's connection. I think it was a little bit of both, but it's now back up and running and working just fine. So we'll get back to that as well, but we know that it's working because we come in and check on it. Now, if you notice over here, these machines are still running. They'll continue to run and continue to make resources and continue to do stuff even though I'm not in the game because I have it set for that. You can set the server to run even when nobody's on it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and exit to desktop because there's nothing I need to do because that's working. And I like to check on it to make sure that it is working in there and let that run. And we'll close out of that. This is running. Now what we want to do is reset the timer on my guy here, on my AFK timer. So I'm going to get out of there like this. Hey Siri, set a timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes, starting now.
Okay, now 25 minutes on the clock. We've got Astroneer collecting resources as well, everybody. Look at this. Right over here. Look at them trains coming in. Those trains are coming in. They're bringing in... Oh, that's already full. Look at that. That canister's full right there. We don't got the space. Hold on. Let's pull this off of here. Let's put another canister over there. Let's do it. Let's get that collecting that loot. There you go. Collect that loot, bro. I got another canister over here. Get that going. Get that collecting the loot. Put that in. There we go. So that's just going to keep bringing the loot in. Oh, wait. Actually, I think it collected the plastic. I don't want doing that. Get out of there, plastic. Get out of there. There we go. So now it's just going to keep collecting. It's going to run those trains out. That's what it's doing. It's running the trains out, grabbing the resources, bringing that resources back. It's doing the same thing over here with my, what you call it, my resin. Let's go see how my resin's doing. Let's go chase down this resin. I have the sound off right now. Obviously, we don't want to hear the sound in the background. But what's it doing over here? It stopped. Why did it stop? Oops, I disconnected it. Oops, I did it again. There we go. All right, my bad. My bad. I disconnected it. Let's start that up. All right, now that car is going to run back. And now I've started that automation back up again. Sometimes it gets stopped because I disconnected it. That was my fault. I did that earlier. That was my bad. Screwed it up. So when it comes through, it's going to trigger this wire. That wire is going to cause that thing to start working. It's going to grab those resources and put those into that big canister over there. Now, once it empties out this container right here, this train car, it's then going to take that, it's going to run back, and it's going to get more resources. Freaking cool, isn't it? Astroneer, another one of my favorite games, everybody. We play both of them on stream during the week. And now we just let that run. That's just going to collect us some resources while we're not even doing anything. We're just going there and hang out in there. Now, another thing we'll do is we'll check in on Fallout Shelter. We still got 1 more minute for this battle. I'm trying to wait for this battle to come up so I can start that battle, and then I'm going to vanish. You won't see or hear me for the rest of the stream, and we'll just keep the battles going all night long, along with words on stream and all of that. And again, you guys give me some feedback. You guys let me know. Do you want to do words on stream, or would you just prefer when I'm in battle mode to just have the stream raiders at full screen? You let me know. Bada ba bada ba. You can just let me know on Whisper. You can just let me know in the chat. You can let me know on Discord. I'm very easy to get a hold of. Let me know on all of those things. Okay, and I'm just going to click all of these, even though I don't need any of these, just to see if anybody here needs a level up. And this is it. Now, this is what I do. I pop in. I check on everybody. I make sure. Yep, right over here. A couple more. I make sure. I hate it when it zooms in. I don't want to zoom in. Just trying to click. Again, I want to turn that zoom option off. Zoom option off, please, for Fallout Shelter. If there's anybody who's played a lot of Shelter, it's me, everybody. I've played since the game came out. It's literally over 2,800 real-life days that my vault's been running. Not this one. This is Vault 52. But Vault 45 has been running that whole time, nonstop, since day one. Yeah, and it is way beyond any vault I've ever done. Every single person's in power armor. Every single person has the best stuff in the game. Have I gotten every single thing in the game? Absolutely not, because I don't like to burn myself out on a game. I feel like once I've done every single thing I can do, once I've got every single achievement done, once I've got every single legendary, it has to be a pretty exceptional game for me to come back and play it again. So I try to not burn myself out on games by leaving myself something to do in every single game. So that's it. We don't want to have an event come in. We do want to check on our people, make sure they're not dead, though. Let's check that real quick. Nope, nobody dead, because otherwise they would show up right there at the beginning of the list. So that's it. Let's just do that. Let's save. I got the sound off on that too, so we don't have to hear that in the background. And all right, now, after how many hours now? 3.5 hours of a bonus stream of actually seeing me on the stream. We are going to go ahead and go into battle mode. Now, battle mode is where you don't see or hear me. I keep the battles going all day long. I'm also going to keep the words on stream going for you guys as well. And I've got that in a strategic position right over there so you can still see the words and stuff. I was testing that earlier. I made a special layout just for both of them at the same time. All right, let's do a battle. To battle! Now, again, I will try to keep these going every 30 minutes. I will keep a timer going for that specifically. What I typically do is I'll do a timer for Fallout 76, which is on my phone, and then I'm putting my watch on right now. And then on my watch, I will set a timer for Stream Raiders. And so I have 2 different timers running. Now, they don't always match up, and that's okay. That's why I have 2 separate timers. Hey, King, thanks for coming in and hanging out. Appreciate the love, bro. Thanks for chilling out in the channel as well. Thank you for the follow as well. I see that in there. Thanks for Inspire again, 43 months, and Reaper for 21 months. I actually got to put my alerts. I don't know. Again, I don't know why I don't have my alerts on this layout. I'm going to see if I can add that real quick. Hold on. Oh, it's because it has the bit cup. Ah, that's why. That's why. That's right. I don't have the bit cup on this layout. I just took the bit cup out on this particular layout. Whoa, look at that scary guy. Uh-oh, are we not gonna have enough peeps? Uh-oh. Oh, we only got healers and buffs. Oh, we took that person out though, but uh-oh, it's not looking pretty. If you only put 1 unit down, everybody, you may cost us our battle. We got 1 ranged guy, we got 1 healer, and we got 1 person buffing, which is me. Oh, this is not looking good. Why does it say we have 12 allies? Yeah, look at these little golden guys right here. What's these golden guys all about? Why are they not doing anything? Oh, Rotisserie G's doing a good job of healing. I'm taking some hits. Maybe if we could hold him off long enough for him to range all this stuff down with that artillery. Oh, it's starting to go down now. Come on, we got this. I'm tanking that sucker as good as I can. Come on, we got this. We got to get rid of these little squiddy guys. Oh no, they're attacking our main guy. Got 1 minute 56 seconds left. If we actually get 1 more down. What's attacking our healer? Now I have no control over it. We can't do anything. Oh man, this is either going to be an epic win or a tragic loss. Come on, get that last guy who's attacking Rotisserie J. Get him. No, he's... Rotisserie J got killed. Oh, now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. I'm doing a good job of taking right now. That was a good combo. I don't think we got this one now, everybody. I think this is going to be tough. Because by the time I die and by the time the artillery takes this guy out... Man, if that one guy hadn't attacked our Rotisserie G... We would have that, by the way. We would have had that. Because what we would have done is we would have taken out more of them than they took out of us. All right, who's that? Who is that? Bone right there. Bone, just 1 last shot. Oh, so close. Now, if you only put 1 unit down, you just cost us that battle. We only needed just a couple more units, and we would have won that sucker. I believe in you guys. Come on. Let's rise up together, everybody. Let's rise up together on the next one. Thank you to Valric, by the way, for putting all 6 units down. Everybody put down all 6 units down. I appreciate you. But let's rise up. I believe in you. I think you can make it happen on this next round. Let's do it. And I'm calling in the big guns, everybody. I'm calling me in. That's right. I'm in a game, everybody. Right there. There I am, the Kismet tank. Over there. I'm actually in a game. Let's do this. This one's actually pretty tough because she's got a rocket launcher. We're going to have to try to make our way through here. Now, I suggest to spread out. On the different corners so that she doesn't take us all out in one shot. Let's go ahead and also check out our quests here. I see I got a quest to turn in for some talismans there. Kill armored unit, get 1,000 gold, get 25 kills. All right, come on. I don't care about kills. I care about wins, everybody. We're going to get you the wins. Now, again, Rotisserie G and me are going to be hanging out down here. Spread your units around to the different areas over here. I'm going to help you guys out. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw some tanks over there. We're going to throw some tanks over here. We're going to throw some tanks over there. Tanks over here. And then we're going to put our healers back a little bit where Rotisserie G is to try to keep from getting rocketed. And one of the bummer things is you can't tell your people where to go. Like I would tell my unit here to go directly for the boss so that she would be hitting me and not all of you guys. But we'll see what happens. Now, again, I believe in you guys. Go in there, start putting some units down, and come and join us for some battles. Now, I'm going to go to my other layout over here. Boop, there we go. And we're going to do some words on stream. Now, what I'm going to do is set this to automatically run. And all you guys need to do is type in the chat. I will check it from time to time because sometimes it stops running. I don't know why. But if it does stop running, I'll come up and I'll keep it going for you guys. But I'm going to let the timer run, so it'll take like 30 seconds in between each one for you guys to do them, all right? So I'm going to set that going. Then I'm going to hit start. And you're off and running. Now, we've got about 28 minutes, and let me go ahead and set that here in my watch. We got about 28 minutes on that battle until the battle starts. So I'm going to do a custom one of 20, let's 26 minutes, so I have an extra minute to get here. 26 minutes. So now my timer's running on my watch. You see, just put it on the thing right there. There, 26 minutes. It's running, so it'll remind me to come back and run that battle. All right, I usually give myself an extra minute because if I'm downstairs, I got to walk upstairs and all of that. Now, this is the part where we go into battle mode. You're not going to see or hear me anymore for the rest of the night, but we're going to keep these going, and we're going to keep our battles going. I want you guys to get maximum loot. How do you do that? You work together, all right? Put down as many units as you can in Stream Raiders. Put down, your easier units earlier, and then put your long ones down at the point. Build it up. Use those epics. Use them when we need them on bosses and on tougher 4-skull or 5-skull ones. All right? So now I'm going to let you guys run. I'm going to go ahead and work on a bunch of videos and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm a hard worker, everybody. I'm going to work on all of that. You guys enjoyed battle mode. I had a fun time. I hope you guys did too. You might see me every now and again, by the way, interrupt this so I can jump over every 25 minutes and run and collect my resources. I know that makes it hard for you to do that because you can't see the thing. But I will pause it in between. So I will wait for this to be over. I will pause it. I will go check and get my loot. I will check my Fallout shelter, and then I will reinitiate the words on stream, all right? So you guys keep on rocking, and I will see you guys next time, probably Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, everybody. Love each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed this extra bonus stream and a little bit behind-the-scenes tour of what I do on the weekends when I'm not even on stream. So enjoy. See you guys Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Help support more videos just like this one and keep the Kismet love train a-going by dropping by my Patreon and showing your support. Big thanks going out to Resident Spike, Rotisserie G, JC Hunter, AMZ, Carlos, Jeremiah, the Notorious TDK, and Scriptlin. Click to watch more videos, and I'll see you next time.